So I gotta go see.
We really Jerry's best friends now. Yeah, that's his old best friend.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Rich had to say that's his old best friend.
That's still
Shout out to my boy Jamal. Congratulations,
that's still his best friend.
Daddy of 3.
If you can move away,
that's his old best
if you can
friend.
move away and still be the nigga's homie like that, that's definitely your best friend.
That's my guy. That's my ace boom cool,
your
man.
best friend.
Yeah, Avery Carter said he bringing the food and the drinks.
Okay, yeah, that's a chef extraordinaire. Avery Carter, chef extraordinaire. He'll be pulling up
Black
soon.
bringing the drinks.
You gotta be there.
But I wanted to get this episode started because we got a man here. He still hasn't been introduced. So, in 3, 2, 1.
Hey, yo, what's good? It's your boy Black.
Sup, Pache, it's your man Jake.
What's going on? It's your boy MX Rich, and this is
Keep in mind.
All right, y'all. It's the 89th episode, and we got honestly, for me, this was the first podcast that I've ever seen from my neighborhood.
Yeah.
Ever.
Facts.
He was the first video podcaster when I was like right out of high school, if I remember correctly. Swear to God.
Yeah.
My boy.
Lancey's Corner.
Okay.
Is that loud enough?
Is that loud enough? I don't know.
Is it loud enough?
Jason Washington said, "Wow, I can't listen to no man who rocks a John Starks jersey."
We're not gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that.
They getting started early, boy.
Mixtape for life, my nigga.
For life.
Mixtape for life. I mean, you know, I ain't gonna lie. I've been hearing this guy say that all my life. I'm like, who you think gonna take it? Your mixtape.
Every year.
Mixtape every year.
Whatever you say.
Jets fans do the same thing.
Yeah.
Dallas fans do the same thing.
Dallas fans.
Y'all do the same thing. Dallas fans, bro. Y'all do the same thing. Yo, who gonna take it this year? Them boys.
Dallas.
The real boys. That's gonna take it.
America's favorite team, right? America's favorite team.
Oh,
Yeah, it is.
Dallas.
I don't know what part of America likes that team, but not my part of America.
All
Not my America.
the niggas who played their first Madden in 1996. Alright? Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. That's
Dallas.
You're
right.
Exactly.
You're a classic game.
Exactly.
Happy birthday to Issa Mario.
Can y'all believe this? The
Oh my
Kyrie
God.
trade, by the way.
The what?
I mean, we gonna get into like some.
Now go ahead. Before we
We
go
didn't-
on,
yeah, we
please
didn't-
let the people, for those out there who don't know what Linsky's Corner is, let them know what it is, what you do, what you've done, who
Okay.
you know what I mean?
I mean, some of the stuff, I ain't gonna say everybody, but how you doing? Lancey's Corner, I was on Star in the Morning, you know what I'm saying? Star on Buck Wall. It used to be on Hot 97 and Power 105. He got his own, his own channel platform now on YouTube. I was on Queen's Foot for a little while, you know what I'm saying? I got my own podcast, Lancey's Corner, Hat Stoned in Motion, you know what I'm saying? I just been podcasting since like 2016, so that's just where I'm at with it, you know what I'm saying? That's what I've done. And we just here, I came through to show some love, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Yo,
Thank you.
I mean, I love that, man. Listen, I love when we get love, man. We love.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I was surprised that he like, I remember when he joined the live and started commenting and everything like that. I was like, oh, wow, like.
Bro, I mean, you're from town, so I support.
You know what's funny? A lot of people say stuff like that, but then when they be from your town, those be the last people that actually show love.
really want to show love. That's true.
I show love to where love is due. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Can't
Thank
show
you, my
everybody
brother.
love. You know?
Love is due.
Because John Marley said Bob Marley was a Knicks fan. LOL.
Listen,
Yo, do you get that a lot?
yeah.
Yeah, because I was about to say it. Cause I didn't want to say it, but I figured our critical thinkers was gonna say it.
Bob sometimes at my job and shit like that.
Yo,
Bob,
you have a strong resemblance to the line,
Might
bro.
be a little Marley, man.
Lion.
You know what I'm saying?
Lion.
Yeah, but I'm Haitian though. But
Yo,
you never know though. You never know.
We had a line of Jamaicans pull up here for a while. So
Good to have
Thank you.
Thank you.
IET, we in the
Shout out
building.
to my Haitians in the building, you know what I mean?
So like, you know that.
Exactly. Well, anyway, so I titled this episode because of one of the posts I put up this week from our great episode with Twyla. Shout out to Twyla.
Yo, shout out to Tyler, man.
Yeah,
It was a good time, man.
One of the clips I put up was about how a woman dresses.
He was
And
getting cracked for that.
no. The thing is, they tried to get at me, but honestly, I answered them very simply.
Yeah.
Go on to the question.
Yeah, go into the question.
So the question was basically, like I said, when my girl's with me, you could dress however you want, but when I'm not around, if you dress in a certain way, who you doing it for? I never let's make clear. I never said for a man's gaze. I said it's for others. Validation, period. Whoever can validate you. Because I saw in all the comments, everybody was like, oh,
You're controlling?
He did insecure.
They was calling them everything under the bus.
Mind you.
It was like, yo, when somebody has to yell to make their point, there was somebody else just like, oh, he has to yell over her to make his point. Nah, they was getting on you. Twilight got some fans out there. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Listen, bro. And what me and her spoke after the show, and like she know that it was not like that. But anyway, so I came up. I wanted to ask y'all a question. Are men insecure about a woman's sexuality? And what exactly is a woman's sexuality? Because a lot of women consider.
I was about to say to you.
Because a lot of women try to say, "Oh my bad."
This is getting deep.
No, that's okay.
I didn't even know we were starting off the bat like this.
I was about to say to you, let's dive into it. What do you mean by that? I was gonna say because you got to break that down.
All right.
That term.
Because a lot of women try to defend it by saying that's the woman expressing their sexuality, and I'm like, that's what sexuality. That's how you express your sexuality, by dressing scantily.
So you mean like freedom of sexuality?
Listen, their definition that I was getting from the comments was that dressing the way they want is them.
It's a reflection on how they feel on the inside, and if they wanted to feel sexy, if they feel sexy, then they that's pretty much what I was reading.
So how do you do you feel like men are insecure about a woman's sexuality?
I mean, some could be. You know what I'm saying? I'm not.
How do you know? Yeah.
So you don't care how your girl dresses us?
I mean, I didn't say that. I didn't say all that. But I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't be like.
What if she said, "I'm just being"? All right, you're sure you want to?
I feel like that's a line for that, though, bro. Like, how scandalous are we dressing? Like, how scandalous is she dressing? Or skimpy is she dressing? Like,
you cut off.
You know what I'm saying?
His face is cut
off.
Go
ahead, say what you said. You good?
Like what's the line? Like, what's what I'm saying? How outlandish are we going with it? Like,
how outlandish
are we going with it? Are we talking like regular poom poom shorts? Are we talking like, you know, asshole?
Lust for Trust says, tell the guest to speak up, please.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I don't know. I think it's along with that one, bro. To be honest with you, I think it depends on the man, the person, and for me, I feel like it depends on the person's boundaries on how they want to do shit with their relationship. So that's how I feel about that one right there. You know what I'm saying?
We didn't get you. Don't care. You said
right.
You're like you like.
I agree with. I agree with.
Sheena Bodega said they expressing sexuality through OnlyFans now.
Yeah, that's a different type of sexuality.
It's not real. It doesn't feel.
That's a different type of sexuality. But so because we never specified last episode. Last episode you said. You said when I'm with my wife. You said when you were with your wife, but you didn't actually specify on
when I'm not with her.
When you're not with her. Do you want her to flaunt it when you're not with her?
It all depends. Like I would say if she's going out to a nice party that is upscale, so to speak, or whatever.
She's going to the club.
She's going to the club.
She goes to the bar. She goes to the bar.
She's going to the bar or the club. Yeah, I mean she could dress nice, but she don't have to.
I didn't say nice. I said like
if she's ODing, then I'm like no, then that doesn't even make sense. It doesn't match.
I'm not saying.
What are you going to the bar dressed like that for?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It all depends on what if she's dressed scandalously, but she's going to like let's say a Grammy party or something like that, then fine, no problem, go ahead. Grammy party, like or even NBA or night. We going. She and her friends are going to see the Knicks play.
These are extravagant parties.
She could dress up. She could dress up really nice. However she wants to dress up to make her feel sexy, I'm down for it.
Okay.
But if she's going to the bar and she's dressing like skimpy and scandalously, then I'm like, nah, like the energy doesn't match to me.
Like granted, Twyla did not express that she had to be shit, titties out, ass out, and like that. She didn't express that. However,
that's not
from the gist of the conversation, I said we were talking about, like, for example, like the women that post certain type of pictures on Instagram, right?
Thirst trap pictures.
They post thirst trap pictures or whatever, and then when you get with them, they say, well, this attracted you to me. Why I gotta change now? Now, is that us being insecure, or is it like I want to know, is that insecurity, or is it like, yo, your life is different now because now I'm here, haha?
But maybe she don't.
This is what you chose.
Does she want to be in a relationship, though?
I mean, if she chose to,
If she said,
if we're in a relationship,
go out, right? Let's do this.
I didn't force it on her.
What the fuck was the point? You can't just be like,
What's the scenario like?
What's the limit? Like, what is okay for her to pose that's sexy when she's in a relationship?
Is lingerie pictures okay?
Where Rich is saying when she's with
on
him.
social media. Is she allowed to post sexy pictures at all when she's in a relationship?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Like, what's the limit?
Hold on.
I'm not.
I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm asking you because clearly I feel.
It's your question.
I feel. No. I feel on the other end of that.
Don't do this to me.
Sorry.
Let's start with you.
Okay.
All right,
What's the limits for you? Like, what could your woman post on the internet that, like, is lingerie okay with you?
On the internet, no.
No. Bikini pictures.
Bikini pictures. We out in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Yes. And you better put me in the photos too. Put the motherfucking put the person you're in the relationship in the fucking
What's
photo.
gonna put you in the pictures then? What if she takes the pictures, but then she don't put you in the pictures?
Look out for them shits.
You see what I'm saying?
Look out for that shit.
So she's in Jamaica and she's in Jamaica and she's laying on the rocks just dolo, and she posts that with the water splashing behind her.
Who took the picture?
She in Jamaica. I probably took the picture.
No.
You said you're not here. Her girl could have took the picture.
She on a girl trip?
You could have been on a girl and guy trip. She was just walking on the beach with her friends. She's like, "Oh, take a picture of me, bitch."
Yeah.
Oh my God, you take the best pictures.
That is a possibility.
That is exactly what they. That's exactly what they be saying though. Take a picture of me, bitch.
And again, I don't see how you get mad around palm trees. So we're gonna be in Jamaica, and I'm gonna be like, you know what?
It is what it is.
It's a nice picture on the beach. It makes sense.
Right.
It makes sense.
That's what I'm saying. The energy.
So you're okay with that?
Sense.
Yeah,
It makes sense.
No.
That makes sense. Hold on. I'm gonna look at you and say, you'll be okay with that.
If we're on the beach in Jamaica and you take a bikini pic, it makes sense. If you were in your friend's backyard pool,
yeah, okay.
And you, because I know if you're in your friend's backyard pool and you're taking, it doesn't make sense.
Pull up. So
those pictures don't make sense. Why are you taking those pictures?
DJ Blackity516 says, at the end of the day, it's all about how she's handling things in that DM box.
That's true too.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's big facts, man. Like, you know what I mean? What is she? She's gonna get the attention, right? She's gonna get the people to slide in the DMs, no matter what she wears.
Like, the savages
let's keep it 100.
The savages.
So what is she doing at that? That's why the energy has to match. If I met her online, she was wearing all that type of shit, and I liked it. Who am I to say she can't do it anymore? That's. I know you're saying that it's a different kind of, but that's what attracted you to the whole situation in the first place. Now she's gonna say, "Why are you trying to change my situation?"
And it's real because
you know what I'm saying? Why you want to dim her light? You know, nobody wants.
Not for nothing. We say it the other way around, especially me and Rich. It's a thing where every girlfriend I had, they'd be like,
stop smiling so much.
You smile too much. You're too friendly.
Is that not who I was?
That's what made you like me.
What's alright? But see,
hold on. Go ahead, Lansky.
Friendly. What are we considering friendly? Like, what are we considering friendly? My bad. What are we considering friendly? Like. Friendly, like in the sense, like you cool, like
no, not that you even cool. You talking like just the fact that when people talk to you, when females talk to me, I smile, I engage.
I've been straight up told.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's being a gentleman.
No, is that there you go? There you go.
I'm saying like, alright, the friendly I'm talking about is like with girls. I don't deal with females. I only deal with like niggas because. Females and me don't get along and stuff like that.
When girls say, I don't like girls.
So you're friendly with just niggas. What do you like? You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what's so crazy? The fact that y'all said this.
That's crazy.
And I was thinking, I was in the shower. I was in the shower. I was watching a clip of Fresh and Fit podcast on MTR, Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews. He was reviewing this episode, and they were talking about. There was a woman on there that was like, "Oh, I'd rather hang out with guys. They're much easier to hang out with." And in my mind,
watch out for those. I don't know.
Every girl that I've met that said that they chill with dudes more than females, love to suck dick.
Yes, that is very true.
Yeah.
And that's what they're doing with their best girlfriends.
We're gonna have to be respectful. My sister's here. It's her birthday tomorrow, by the way. I'm joking. No, my sister has a lot of guy friends, so she hardly hangs around.
Bro.
She hardly. I was just joking, but I was segueing into the fact that my little sister hangs out around with a lot of guys, but it's not the same thing. So it's like, I don't know, what happens when that's the situation? She just doesn't like to hang around girls because she says there's too much drama. She says there's always drama around girls.
They always say.
Peggy said, in the shower, watching Fresh and Fit is nuts.
Yes. I want to say,
hey, Miss Christina Miller gonna go, Peggy's facts.
Yeah.
Listen, hold on, time out.
Yeah.
In the shower watching Fresh.
I'm constantly, listen,
crazy.
Unfortunately, my mind don't stop. I'm constantly doing research so I can have a good show with you guys. You know what if I was watching porn, what would I come and tell you guys? Listen, this girl on this page.
You can talk about the brand new category that you've discovered, like, horror porn.
Oh, you found horror porn?
No, it's like
you know about it?
No, I thought you did.
He said that man not smiling. I was like, horror porn ain't my thing. That's his thing.
Sure, it's out there.
Jerry likes to be scared and not. But no. They wanted me to answer the question.
Answer the question.
As far as what was the question?
Megan said, "Watch something else. Cut it out."
What was
anything else? Watch something else.
What was the question?
About security?
Yeah. The girl,
No, you asked a specific question. What did you ask? And I said, "Nah, ask him first."
Damn.
The clothing.
Right.
Guess we can't answer.
The clothing one. The beach picture.
Okay. Me. Like as far as the bikini picture, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, wearing a bikini picture to me, it is what it is. Like I've talked to girls who've done stuff like that. I've dealt with shit like that. You know what I mean?
You've had girlfriends that done that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Why are you saying yeah?
I think we all did have girlfriends.
Granted, hold on. No. There's been a point where it got to a point
So
where.
let me ask you this. Let me ask this question. Alright, so if your girl puts the picture up without you, right? It's the one thing I don't do. Like, I don't try to follow like my friends' girls and shit like that. I think it's weird liking like they thirst trap pictures. Like, how do you feel about she puts the picture without you, and then like your niggas or niggas
is liking the picture?
My friend can't. My friend shouldn't. Like I said, like if
that's how you feel about your man. Liking.
Bro, let's talk about that.
We gotta talk about that shit.
Good.
I thought it was
That's a great question.
I thought it was an unwritten rule, but since he said it, let's just say it out loud.
Yeah.
My shorty puts up a bikini pic, and I see one of the two of y'all niggas like, I'm texting y'all like, yo, what are you doing? I'm texting y'all like, what the fuck? Wow. What's up, bro? I'm gonna ask you what's up, bro. Don't do that.
Hold on, wait.
Skip that picture in the likes. Skip that picture in the likes, bro. I'm sorry.
My man said he's gonna hit us up personally, like, yo, what's up with you? What you doing?
What about your man's ex?
Huh?
What about your man's ex?
Him commenting.
My man's.
Your man's ex.
You liking your man's ex's pictures?
Like.
Oh nah, I mean.
Like he's no longer with Shorty. She posts up a picture and he's like,
it's a nice thirst trap.
Would that be How do you feel about that?
How do you feel about that, bro?
Exes? Like the ex's picture. My shorty, you cannot like my shorty.
Contradicting his damn self, bro.
I'm not. I said my shorty.
He said exes okay.
As soon as my man dated that, it's over. I can't even see you. You're a baby to me.
Is exes okay with you?
It depends. I guess. It depends how, like, what type of comments they leave.
No. They don't leave no comments. It's like
if they just liking it, then I don't really care if it's my ex. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what if it's the ex.
Okay, so what if they just liking it as your shorty? They just liking the picture.
Don't like my shorty's picture.
Don't like that picture. Don't like Black Shorty's picture. Not
that one. He's like the one where we're on a picnic together.
Like that one. You know, like
date night pictures.
Like the pictures with my girl calling me the best boyfriend in the world.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Those pictures.
Yo, that's crazy.
Exactly. That's
I respect it.
I always thought that was weird. Like niggas like
God code,
girls'
man.
pictures. I always thought that was weird.
What?
I always thought it was weird, like niggas liking their girls' pictures, like their friends' girls' pictures. Like that's weird to me.
I mean,
there's levels to it.
There's levels to it. There definitely is.
Like,
if she's putting a graduation picture, I like that, John. But
like it.
if you're putting, a picture with, first of all, I'm gonna have to talk to my man on some like
seasonal picture.
You okay? You okay with her putting these pictures up? Like, cause I'm scrolling by going, damn, that's my man's girl, bro. Like, what is going on here?
I've definitely been a nigga who's seen a picture was like, yo,
aren't you with shorty?
Yeah, what's going on?
Like, what's happening right now?
Sherlock Holmes on the job.
I put the damn iPad to my face. These phones get these big. I almost did this.
And by the way, that girlfriend that I mentioned that did dress that way, at a certain point, it did get to a point where I was like, yo, what the fuck is going on right now?
What's up?
So
you feel disrespect? You felt disrespected?
Matter of fact, that's a great question.
Did you feel disrespected?
I feel like it is a level of respect, and as much as like Jerry said, if I met her that way, who am I? And it's not about dimming her light. It's not about dimming her light. You know what I mean? Because, like you said, people are gonna holler at you regardless. So I use that same argument against why you necessarily need to do what you're doing in the first place. Then, like if you're gonna say, oh, it just makes you feel good to dress this way. To dress uncomfortably makes you feel good. Because like I said when I asked Twila, girls want to wear uncomfortable shoes, and like some girl wrote in the comments, because of fashion. And I was like, you know what fashion is? Fashion is how other people perceive you. It's all about other
it's about what you do and how other people perceive that look.
I'm like the trend.
Fashion could be some fucking.
Listen. What's fashionable is what everybody likes. It's not like, you know what I mean. Granted, you can make a new fashion style. Anybody can create fashion, your own style, but once it becomes fashionable when everybody likes it. You know what I'm saying? Like so people it's all about everybody else. It's all about validation. So like I got a clip that's gonna come this week because everybody was upset about me. Everybody was upset saying it's insecurity and all that, and I'm like,
because John Marley said, so would you prefer your boys telling you in person that your girl took a fire pic? Don't bring it up. Why?
Yes.
No.
Don't bring it up. Why? Can you imagine? Yo, Black. Yo, on
Don't
Tuesday?
Even say it. Don't even
on
say
Tuesday,
it.
bro?
Crazy.
January 2nd?
Yeah.
Yo, your shorty posted up a fire pic, bro.
Yo, lunchtime picture. It was a lunchtime picture.
Yeah, she was, The way she was chewing on that chicken wing, boy.
That's weird, bro. That's weird.
Don't bring it up.
The way, fam, I ain't gonna lie, the way your shorty was bent over.
Yo, that's crazy.
That shit was, but I mean, as your man, it's not crazy, but as your man, boy, you sure are lucky.
Oh, that's the real hateful line right there.
You sure are lucky. Do not tell me that, man.
You know, the minute you tell me you sure are lucky, I would be like, you might want to take that away from me. You sure are lucky.
If somebody said, why you remember? That's my thing. Like,
why would you remember that?
Why do you remember what she was doing in that picture? It's supposed to just go out your head.
Are you thinking about that all week? Was that on your mind all day? Like, was you waiting to see me to tell me this? Like,
no, but one thing that Twila said that I agreed with was that she's doing it for her, and I honestly want to expand on that a little bit because from my personal experience, I feel like women are very confident, but they don't know how to show that necessarily unless like a partner that they deem in high regard comes and like kind of gives them that platform to do it. It's the weirdest thing.
So they're not doing it for themselves.
So that's the weird part. I'm like, if you're doing it for yourself, for me, from what I've understood, like women have, they are very confident, very strong, very, abled women, but half the time, like one thing that you could say as that person's partner could ruin their entire image of themselves. How else can that happen other than the fact that you're holding this person to a regard to make you feel that way, to continue to help you feel that way, that you're not feeling yourself, that you can't do yourself.
Not even just.
And it's weird to me.
Person. Anybody tell a woman that they don't look good at a certain point in time, granted, they could have, especially if they're already feeling that they don't look good, that can ruin their day. Mm-hmm. Anybody can ruin their day that way.
But can it ruin your self-esteem? Because for some women, it destroys their esteem of themselves, bro. And that's crazy to me.
Destroys their soul.
They destroy the esteem of themselves.
Esteem of themselves.
Yeah.
That is what destroys. That's what bothers. How can someone destroy esteem of yourself?
All right, check it out.
Yeah.
I got a question. Cause we keep saying women, right? And I want to say this for all the people that thought it was insecurity.
He don't like that.
I didn't like that because it wasn't insecurity. Because I never said it was false.
Rich is gonna hang on this.
No, I'm gonna leave it on after this. It's not even about this, really. It's about the whole dressing. Because you went to the whole I do it for me.
Yeah.
Jerry, when you go out shopping for clothes and you get fly, I'm gonna ask all of y'all this, and you go and you try to get as fly as you can.
Me as to do it. I'm definitely doing it for me.
You're doing it for you?
I'm definitely doing it for me.
100%.
100%.
When I go shopping, if there is a female worker in the store, I'm asking her how does she feel about my outfit.
Really?
You get dressed for you.
Every single time.
You do get dressed for you. Jerry.
I get dressed for you, bro. I know it was a shot. I'm playing with you, but this is what confidence is called. I always dress for myself.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. Like half the time, I would dress for myself.
You don't dress. You don't get. So you go buy. So you like, hold on, you wear Jordans.
I get dressed and I say the bitches go.
Love
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
I mean,
what do niggas do it for? The bitches.
It's this. What are you talking about? You're right.
Not me.
Like,
That's the crazy part. Call me different.
You're married.
Call me different.
Yeah, you married.
But just like me, every episode. This was from before then, though.
Okay, so when you wasn't married, you didn't do it for like that?
Even before I was married, I always got. You know what it was? My father always told me like how you dress is a representation of how you feel. So if I feel like a confident motherfucker, I'm gonna dress in a way that that expresses that confidence. It's not about what. It's about me. Freaking even Marilyn Monroe said that she could wear one dress and walk down the block, but change like a walk in her step and change the way that she holds her head, and everybody will start looking just based off how she started presenting herself in that same dress. It's all about the confidence that adds to that look to make you look good. I don't think it's just the fact that the clothes, because I can wear the same shit you wear and not look nearly as good as you look. It's what I'm saying. It's the confidence. The confidence is what adds to that look for you to be like, for people to be like, yo, that nigga is. I don't even think he's fly, but that nigga knows he's fly, and that's enough for him, and that's what it is for me. That's all. That's what I'm saying.
I hear all that, but fuck that.
That's cool.
That's cool. Listen. I hear you, and I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm saying fuck all that because I'm a confident ass nigga, and I still want to. I still want to dress a certain way and have a certain swag. You know what it is.
I grew up poor, so
I grew up poor too.
I always had to wear secondhand clothing anyway, so I never thought that shit was fresh in the first.
No, I'm poor, but yeah, I didn't grow up.
You know what I'm saying? It was always like third. It was the third hand me down that got passed down to me. I was the kid in junior high school wearing the freaking shirts with the lions and the samurais on it. Long after that shit was out of the anime shit. Not even the anime shit, right? So I was the guy that had that was all I had left, my nigga. That was all I had left. You hear me? So yes, I had to walk through the hallways with that shit.
He would have
with confidence.
If he wasn't my friend, he would have won an anime show.
Gary, did you also
like you met me?
You met me with the lion laying down, with the lion laying down and the samurai on the side with the sword.
Never have I wore a Hawaiian.
I said you did it.
No, nigga, no. I was that poor. All right, I'm gonna just say that. I came from those kind of slums. All right, so it's different. It's just different. I don't know. I had to build my confidence, bro, from the ground up.
Hey Jerry, listen. All right, see, I'm not. All right, let me.
At least you could admit it.
No, let me correct myself. Let me
correct myself because Black definitely just said I wasn't raised poor. Right. However, I did not amongst my friends who had Jordans and all that stuff. I wore Reeboks and Fila.
Oh yeah, no.
You get what I'm saying? So I wore Fila till 12th grade till I got my first job.
Those are great sneakers, by the way.
Yeah,
great sneakers.
My mom right now has a pair of Reebok Classics in her closet right now that she probably that she always re-ups on her Reebok Classics. That's why she would get her a pair and buy me a pair.
Yeah.
And, or I'd be like, yeah, I don't want Reeboks anymore. Let me get the Filas. And even that, I remember a story of walking home with my friends. It was these 3 girls and my boy Pootie, and I remember they was talking about how fly Pootie was. Pootie's mom was a nurse. Yeah. So Pootie's mom made mad, bro. Pootie, you know what I mean?
You lived the good life.
You know the great life.
They
was like, oh, Pootie always Richard, you always got like feelers on. Bro, pow, that's a shot. That's a shot. You thought that was a shot that I said to Jerry? Nah, that's a shot.
So this is what he from all that. This is what he ends up doing now. He just throws shots to his friends every now and again. Because the daggers used to hit him. So
coming from the guy who creates gunpowder for me. All you do is throw shots at me. Are you kidding me? Get out of here.
Yo, I would leave a rock fella.
I'm not on a revenge tour.
I'm not on a revenge tour.
But you know what I'm saying?
Real boy Jay say I agree with Jerry. It's for self. Some people will agree.
I'm not saying no. I'm not saying you have to. You have to agree with me. Go ahead.
Being clean was for myself. Being clean.
I respect that.
Presentable was for myself.
Yes.
But
smelling good.
Smelling good was for the bitches.
Smelling good.
The colognes.
The cologne was for.
When I first wore cologne, and all the girls. I remember the first time I wore cologne to school, bro, in 4th grade. All the girls in the school wanted to sniff me the whole day. Ever since that,
he was like, "Nigga, black woke up in the morning."
Ever since that day, nigga,
what bitches gonna smell me today?
It was for the girls.
What about you? Because I feel like we're not getting to you.
Wait, what's the
question? The question for you is, who do you go shopping for?
Oh, I mean for myself, well mostly, but when you get good drip, I feel like it's for the bitch. It's like for presentation, for like the women. You know what I'm saying? Things like that, bro. That's what I feel. Like, of course I do.
Who do you make? Besides to sustain yourself, who do you really like? If you could, right? If you could earn enough money to sustain yourself, have a nice home for yourself and all that, would you necessarily need to become? Do you have aspirations of being rich and all that?
I would hope, yeah, of course.
For who?
For myself.
Okay.
And for the generations of my family.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Big talk. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's
big talk.
Okay. Granted, are you in your 30s?
Yeah, I'm 30.
Okay.
He went to school.
He's younger than us.
But everybody that went to school is in their 30s.
Yeah,
He's at that age now. He doesn't realize if they went to school with you. They're in their 30s.
He didn't go to school with us.
Read this as whose cologne was you wearing? I was wearing your cologne. Man.
Yeah.
You know, I was wearing my older brother's cologne.
Like Savage Dior though?
Huh?
Savage Dior.
Whatever cologne he had. I was wearing.
I ain't gonna lie, when I was in high school, there was this cologne and a cigar.
I remember that.
I remember that joint.
You go on Jamaica.
Yeah, and a cigar.
On Jamaica.
Bro, you put that on.
That was the.
Y'all ever wore bod?
Jean Paul Gaultier with the body with the no arms
with the stripes.
Just the torso. Just the torso.
That shit is what?
You get that?
Y'all ever wore bod? Huh? Bod.
I don't know what bod.
Bod. It was like a
bod spray.
Is it like
bod
Axe?
spray? Yeah. It's
Right?
like Axe. It was Axe before Axe.
Yeah.
It was Axe before Axe.
What about the cool one?
Cubano. It was called Cubano.
Yeah. That shit was fire. That shit was fire.
Yo, Cubano smell. They smell like Cuba, bro. To me, it always smell like Cuba.
That one was fire.
I don't know what Cuba smell like.
When you been to Cuba, Jerry.
I never did, but I would imagine that's what Cuba smells like.
I was banned from going there.
He said when you been to Cuba, Jerry.
When you been to Cuba.
Now, Obama opened it back up.
Yeah,
have you gone? Nah, my man's is gone, but Obama opened it back up.
Anyway, I want to move on to the next topic. Fine.
Definitely had the David off Cool Water piece.
Yeah,
Definitely had Cool Water. Yeah. The Davidoff.
Top 5.
Yes, top
Whatever you want to call it.
Classic.
Classic. Real quick for you. Let me start off with you, KP.
Okay, what's up?
Had the lesbian ever what?
Yo, I already know.
These are just go ahead.
Go ahead. Did you come up with this while watching Fresh and Fit? While
you were in the shower. my man was putting soap on his body, going, "Oh man, they talking facts out here."
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
these guys are talking real facts.
That was the question, bro.
I was messing with them.
Has the lesbian ever expressed interest or attraction to you?
One time it happened. One time I actually ended up messing around with, but it was like a one night stand type of thing. Like spur of the moment. Like we was chilling and it just happened. But like that's the only time I ever messed with a lesbian. Like a full blown lesbian. We're talking about full blown lesbian.
She had like dreads?
I mean, obviously
she had dreads. Yeah,
she had full blown.
I ain't going front, she had dreads, but she was dressing like a boy. But when she took it out when she took it out her pants,
Jeez.
you know, it was a different. The cheeks and arched it. It's a different story. But
You like yeah.
Yeah, because she made the first move on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to like sound like. You know,
Right. Go ahead.
But like she made the move on me, like we was chilling.
That's interesting.
But that's the only time that ever happened to me. You know?
Black.
Like,
I have never myself personally had a lesbian
Make a pass?
like a dyke.
Has anyone ever expressed attraction to you?
Like a dyke has never, but I've had like a feminine lesbian, but I don't be
like a
thinking
girly lesbian,
yeah.
like a girly lesbian.
Yeah,
Like a girly
I don't be really thinking they like really lesbian.
They just
lesbian.
exploring.
But that always throws me off though, because it's like, alright, we're lesbians, right?
That's play shit.
That's
That's
lesbians like pussy, right? So why do they need a strap on dildo? You know what I'm saying? I always
Trying to show.
that was a good question for me.
That's always been a question for me.
Now another thing.
Well, we can't get into those kinds of questions
vegans,
from what I
Vegans
understand.
don't like meat, but they make
Vegan patties.
vegan like
burgers,
patties with
yeah.
like
They
stuff
make
like
vegan
that. So
chicken and
It
vegan
tastes just
steak.
like chicken. It's like, so you like chicken.
I like psychologically I never got that. Like, okay, you like girls, but you use a strap in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? You want
Push
to
down Molly
like
said
meat.
hashtag stud guts.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just saying. That's how I look at it. You know.
Jay?
No, I've never had a lesbian.
Nah,
make
somebody's
a-
lying here. Somebody had to
No.
be with a lesbian.
No.
You said you did.
Yeah,
You said you did.
One of y'all two got to be lying. Somebody's lying.
You wanted me and Jay?
Yeah, somebody's lying.
Nah, no.
Like a dyke?
A
No.
lesbian. She don't got to be a dyke. It's a
Nah, that's what I'm
lesbian.
saying. No, but
Saying it twice doesn't help.
By the way,
Rich.
by the way, I don't want. If saying dyke is pardon me.
Oh, offensive.
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
think
Yeah, it
that's
might.
offensive.
I think so.
I think it might be.
I think it is.
I think it
Stud?
might
Did you
be.
say stud?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I don't think dyke is the proper way to.
Yeah, I don't think-
that's
yeah.
proper
what's the
term.
proper word? Whatever the proper.
A stud.
A stud.
A stud.
We apologize. We apologize.
Studs.
We're not too aware. So please, we apologize. We were trying to talk about
Them
the.
studs be having bodies, boy.
Yes, they do.
They be
They be having
They
wagons.
dress like men.
Yo, hold on, stop! Don't do that. Cause when I said that one time, y'all all were like, "Yo, I don't know about that."
No, we never
I
said
got a
that.
clip. I will make the clip.
Make the clip.
I gotta find the episode.
And then make this clip too.
All right, yeah. anyway,
On top of that,
But I don't think so, cause I think I said like I've seen some studs where I'm like,
No, but have you never messed with a lesbian? You never messed with a
it's-
lesbian or a stud?
oh, yeah,
a
he
stud-
always trying
a
to get out the
stud-
questions.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Good shit.
I
Thank you.
noticed that.
Thank you.
yo, whoa, bro.
Good shit.
Listen,
Go ahead, go
I
ahead.
told y'all niggas, I am the interviewer.
You're not the only one.
I know, but I try to play the role of the best.
I'm trying to play the role of the best.
Go ahead, Rich.
Is it, no, I've never. I have messed with a girl who was a lesbian, but she wasn't.
Right.
She wasn't the. She wasn't a dude. Like, you know what I mean?
The aggressor.
She was a
She was the AG. She was a film.
No, the thing is,
Yeah,
it was two. All right, it was a
She
situation.
was just feminine.
It was my first threesome.
Okay.
It was my first
With
threesome.
lesbians?
Mm-hmm.
Your first threesome was with lesbians?
Hold on.
That's interesting, bro.
Hold on.
That is fucking. Your first
That's what I'm
threesome was
saying.
with two lesbians.
Can I-
That's fucking crazy.
They didn't want the strap on anymore. They didn't want the real thing. So you know what I'm saying? Like,
It was.
I just bust out of the song.
You think you're a singer?
I should have been.
You should have been.
Alright, so two lesbians.
Yeah. It wasn't. All right, one of them was not a lesbian. I knew her from high school, and she was like a local thought.
She was she bi or she just thought?
She just randomly became bi randomly. So
Okay.
so I remember she was chilling with her girl, and she was
a
like,
real lesbian.
that's what I'm trying. That's why I said let me explain. So she was with her girl, and she told me like I had to do something to go check her, and when I didn't want to check her, I got horny. I started touching up on her, but her girl was like around. But
Yeah.
I was like, man, F this. And I kind of got like a little touchy with her, and she was down to get it popping right there.
So you started touching the friend too.
And her friend was upset at first.
Okay.
A girlfriend.
Yeah, her girlfriend was upset at first.
Okay, so that was her
But then
girlfriend.
she grabbed her friend, her girlfriend,
Yeah.
and got her to join in along with it. And that
It
was my
went
first.
down.
Yeah, and it went down. That was my
Yeah.
first. And that, honestly, that was more of a threesome than the threesome that I always mentioned. Because
Yeah.
in that one, the girls didn't mess with each other.
That's not a threesome. They ran a train on you.
Yo,
Yeah, they ran a train on
You had a
you.
train ran on you.
Wait, time out.
Remember?
Yeah, I guess
we had that conversation.
So I only had one threesome.
You did good shit, man. You had a train ran on you,
Yeah,
bro.
that's
Oh, no,
great
no.
thinking. They didn't touch each other, do nothing, you say? Like
No, my second one, not that one.
If two of the three partners don't touch.
So they watched you? Though? Like they watched?
No, let's focus. Let's focus.
Rich was on the E real quick.
Rich was on the E.
Rich went from the E, hopped on the J.
Listen.
My man he was heading places.
No, and I was gonna say that other girl though, she was an actual lesbian. She just wasn't she wasn't a stud. She just was she was actually a lesbian.
She's just the girl in the relationship because there's one who plays the man and there's one who plays the girl, right?
Yeah, but the one that was supposed to be playing the man wasn't really like a man to me because I've been smashing her.
That's another thing that always confuses me. Why does one person have to play the man's role? But
if you like
isn't
women,
the whole point that y'all just play one part of the female? You be the one that like I don't know. You be the one that's mad annoying, and you be the one that's why must there be a man version of that relationship?
Share this out with 5 people.
Shit makes no sense.
This is some deep psychological shit right here. Think about this.
This is a disease.
Yo, I won't go
Hey, don't do that.
Sorry. I mean psychological thing. Let's say psychological, like a psychological. I look at it like because I just don't get it, bro.
No, you're right. Because think about this. Same goes for men. Mm-hmm. There's one that's usually extremely feminine,
right,
and one that's the bottom or whatever you want to call them. Mm-hmm. And then there's one that's like the more masculine one.
So they still play the role.
They still play the role of what they think. You all right?
Yeah.
My man just had an exorcism just now. He's like, demons go away.
Holy Ghost.
I don't know.
Holy Ghost.
I think it's something. I don't know, bro.
But that's always interesting. I'm sitting here going, wow. There's a strap on that goes into play with. It doesn't make sense. Then you're playing the role. Somebody's playing the role.
Right, but what about when
that you're saying you don't enjoy?
But what about when they start sucking the strap on? So like that's
and then the one with the strap on is moaning like
yeah, like what is that about, bro? That's
like, see, wait, can I say something? What we call lesbian porn. It's not
like the silicone.
It's not real lesbian sex. What we call lesbian porn, what we see on Pornhub and XN,
is not.
It's not real lesbian sex.
So what is it?
What is it?
That is
for sure. That's for
us. That's for us.
That's for us.
That's for us. That's for us. That's us to fantasize.
Right.
That's not real lesbian sex. Lesbian sex is very much different from that.
Is it like
what?
How is it?
Yeah, you've witnessed it firsthand.
I've had.
You can watch homemade. You can watch homemade amateur porn.
Yeah.
I've had this conversation, with a girl, what I mean, who is a lesbian, what I mean? I'm telling her, like, she's like, that shit that they be having she was like, first of all, you're not gonna, like, when we watch that shit, it's 2 girls that look like beautiful women that we both want. Mm-hmm. 9 out of 10 times, one of the girls probably gonna look like Allen Iverson. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be a little bit different. Like,
we went real left.
That came out of his mouth. Real lesbian porn. They not both gonna be those 2 beautiful, sexy women that we're seeing on Pornhub, bro.
So one's gonna be the dominant.
One is gonna look like
a man, right?
That is so fucking interesting, bro. I don't watch lesbian porn.
I've seen it. I don't watch it.
And I
do not watch that.
I do watch strap-on lesbian porn. I've definitely.
Yeah, you enjoy watching that?
I'm watching it, and as I'm watching, I'm like, why don't they just get a real dick? But I'm just seeing 2. Like I said, it's usually 2 beautiful women. Is what I'm paying attention to.
There was on this page I used to watch porn on.
I don't know how we got here, but here we go. Keep in mind, get to the point, like we always do.
Like amateur lesbian porn shows you how they have sex.
Right, it does.
For real.
Yeah, and that's where I seen a girl getting her strap on sucked, and she was holding the girl like, and I'm like,
what are you doing?
Like, what are you doing? What are you doing this to?
And to me, it's like it's psychological because they just that's what they would be doing with a man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Right.
So that's why like. But as far as
Young M.A had a song talking about she getting deep throat.
And she make me weak when she deep throat.
Yeah. You remember?
How are you getting weak?
You don't feel anything.
What makes you weak?
What are you feeling?
Psychological.
What are you feeling?
Listen.
Yo, don't please, please, y'all.
We love y'all.
We're not that big.
Hold on. We're not against.
It's just asking some questions.
Yeah,
All right? We just have some questions.
It's not even about.
I need questions.
It's not even about asking questions. It's more so trying to understand. Like if I had a gay or a lesbian person on the show, which we plan on doing again.
Yes.
We've already had it. So it's not like we have nothing against.
And
the LGBT community, but like, think about that though. Like the psychological, what we just said about it. Like how the whole thinking of it is like, you want a man, but then you have to get with a man that behaves like a woman, or you want a woman, but you have to get with a woman that behaves like a man. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It like and for the women, it goes even beyond, because the sexual acts that you require are all stuff that a man would be providing to you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So there's nothing, we're not saying anything negative about them at all. Right. You know what I mean? Like nobody said, we just want to know. Like,
Social once said they usually sucking the juice off the other female of the strap.
Okay.
That don't make no sense.
They're sucking their own juices.
They're sucking their own juices.
Yeah, sucking their own juices.
Because the girl with the strap on.
Nah, after she smashed Shorty, the juices is on the strap on. She's probably sucking it off. She's sucking her own juices.
That's what we
just said. Yeah, she's not sucking her juices. Like it's not anything coming out of whoever has the strap on her. All right, he got something.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
But just real quick, a lot of women that you guys are identifying as lesbians have had sex with men.
That's
That's
true.
That's how they started.
Right.
So
that's facts.
maybe they're getting their orgasms from a male, but emotionally they are bonded with a female. So sexually, they're trying to get their rocks off, like y'all would say, right? Mm-hmm. So that's where all of that plays in part. But they're with a female because emotionally that's where their bond is. It's about getting your orgasm. All right. So it could be that, but the only other thing I was going to say is not all lesbians use strap-ons. Yeah, like we need to have some.
No, absolutely.
Because what Black was saying was 100% facts. Mm-hmm. What y'all see on Pornhub is not necessary.
That's not. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
It's not how they move.
It's not.
I'm not gonna lie though.
That's why I don't watch lesbian porn. I don't know anything about the world. I don't know anything about the life.
Definitely going home and googling amateur lesbian porn.
I'm good with all that.
I want to ask y'all a question. Black, let's start with you. Mm-hmm. Is it wrong to find other people attractive when you're in a relationship?
Absolutely not. It's human nature to find people attractive. Is what you do with it. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think when I got with my girl, all of a sudden she thinks every nigga in the world is ugly.
Stop looking.
It doesn't. That'll be stupid for me to think.
That's insane.
How much can you look?
Think about that.
How much can you look?
I always say you can buck, just don't bite.
How much can you look?
You can look.
I just say
you can look into your blue in the face.
What if your partner's there?
Like if
like your girl,
my wife is there. I'm looking with you.
No, I honestly,
you'll be like, God damn!
No, I'm not gonna do it. Come on, that would be disrespectful. But I'll tap her and be like, did you see that?
I've definitely been with my girl and I've seen a fat ass and I try to turn away and she'll tap me like, nigga. Like she'll be like.
Do you think girls really like doing that? If they're not into girls, do you think? Cause
it could be a test.
You gotta
right.
It could be.
I don't know. It might be a test.
It could be a test.
It could be. I know this nigga's looking, so let me play.
So let me just. Oh my God!
It might be into.
Oh my God!
Can we? I didn't even see that.
Public service announcement. Can we stop doing that?
No,
please.
No.
That has to stop, bro.
Why don't you tell me?
Don't do it because you think I like it, bro.
If you tell me to look at it, now I'm looking at it. You can't. We're not gonna get upset.
Yeah, but that's what Rich is saying. What if a female is doing? Or what if your woman is doing that and they don't necessarily want to do that? But because they know that you
don't do that if you don't want to do that,
right?
Because I'm not gonna bring it up if you don't bring it up. So don't do that if you don't want to do that.
Because then if they open that Pandora's box,
if you're not really interested in looking at those cheeks, don't bring it up to me because I'm not gonna say it to you. I'm not gonna make you feel uncomfortable about it.
Don't do that. Seriously, bro. Seriously,
you gotta actually enjoy the cheeks too.
Yeah, I remember I used to talk to this woman who would tell me that she would like make jokes on herself before her boyfriend got to make that joke on her, and I was just like, yo, that's insane.
She tried the 8 Mile.
That's 8 Mile.
Like she basically gets on herself about things because she knows that her boyfriend is gonna point it out or say something about that. I'm like, that's insane.
So she's doing like the B rabbit.
The B rabbit.
Like,
just playing yourself before somebody could play you kind of deal. I'm like, that's crazy, bro. Why would you do that? Who does that?
Her.
That's what I'm saying, but you get to find out that a lot of people do that. A lot of people do that. A bunch of people do that. They'll just be like, yeah, I know I'm fat. I know this rolls. And I'm just like, well, why would you say that if you know that that's something that you're self-conscious about or something that you want to work on, but because your partner is saying that to you, you shouldn't even be with that person. If you have to beat that person to punchlines about you, that's crazy.
But a lot of times, it's not even really like the person is going to say anything about that. A lot of the time, people just do that ahead of anything.
Ahead of anything.
Just so.
Oh, wow.
Just so.
But why? Why?
So that when you say it, it lessens the blow. Yeah. Because what you're going to be able to say is, oh, I said that. Yeah. You know what I mean? It lessens the blow.
That's the whole point to be rapping.
It's the whole point. It's a lesson.
I said that already. That's the whole point. Like, I guess, like.
But does that mean that you're actually healed? That you're okay with it? Because I would say that I would say that's the most toxic part of something that you have with yourself. If you're able to joke on yourself long before anybody even gets to it.
I mean, it's a way of controlling the narrative.
It depends on how they was raised and what happened when they was a child. It could be a childhood trauma type of situation.
Yeah, it's a way for the.
As a kid, someone saying something, they rather do it before anybody else can say it.
Hetty4_ says, I love looking at ass. So even if I don't tap Jay, I'm looking. Yeah. And that's why I married her.
That's your wife. Okay. That's why
I don't think you don't like her pictures, bro.
No, I don't even think I follow it. See, so we're in a good space.
I'm fucking with you, but
I think all girls like to look at other girls' bodies.
Facts.
I do believe women enjoy the beauty of women.
They
I do
enjoy
believe
each other's bodies.
I do believe women enjoy.
Everybody enjoys women's bodies. Everybody does.
The woman body.
But does men enjoy the bodies of men?
No.
Whoa, hey,
you don't even enjoy the body, your own body half the time is what I'm saying.
I like my body.
I'm just saying, not a majority.
I hold on, time out, and no homo, but I can admire, as a person who likes to go to the gym, I can admire when somebody has worked on a part of their body where it's
like his V-cut?
No.
I'm
admiring, meaning like I would.
You know what?
I can admire his workout.
You like his V-cut?
Hold on, do you hear what I said? Hold on. Do you hear what I said? I admire it because I want to emulate. Like as in like, oh damn, when you go to the gym, you ask a dude whose shoulders is massive. You be like, yo, what workout do you do for your shoulders? I'm not asking him that because his shoulders are fucking skinny. I'm asking him that because I want my shoulders to look like his shoulders. That's not gay.
So shots you know black on fire. You like the V-cut? You like the V-cut?
Yeah. I don't know why I would see a nigga's V-cut in the gym. You need to go back to the gym, bro. Because clearly what gym you been going to? What the fuck?
Yeah. I know he's gonna get. My thing with him is I'm never admiring a man's body.
Just your own.
Yeah, I'm never
just
doing
my
that
own.
either.
Just your own. Just your own.
I mean, hey, listen. Like I said, I don't see like.
Kush Don Molly said, "Hey yo,
that's crazy."
Hey, I don't see. That's crazy. That's crazy to me because niggas emulate other niggas for how they dress, right?
All the time.
So, and did you choose to do that? Because is that gay or not?
No, I think the culture decides.
No, the culture. No, it's not the culture decides. It's not the culture decides. It's not the culture decides.
That's interesting. That's a great topic.
Hold on. And who would make the culture? Somebody would have to be wearing somebody of stature or popular.
Right.
Popular has to do that. You're copying off another nigga because you like the way he looks in that.
Right.
So, am I wrong? Is that gay?
Jason Washington said,
"Come on,
here come the stuttering."
Me liking your sweater and me liking your body.
Two different things.
I sound like a nigga body. I said soon. I didn't say
you said that. I didn't say you said that.
I didn't say like a nigga body. I said I could like something that I want to emulate.
Dope ass sweat, like you know what? I
can
see myself in that kind of.
So y'all never seen a brolic nigga be like, damn, that nigga brolic as fuck.
Never. I never said that.
I'll be like,
niggas brolic.
I'll be like, I need to drop this burger. I'll say that. I'll be like, y'all need to put this pizza down.
Big cap, right?
No.
Thank you. Come on, man.
I never saw a guy's body and said, what? I like this body?
No. What? No.
That's
definitely not what I said. That's definitely not what I said.
Sorry.
Yo, Jason Washington said, man, your body looks good in that sweater.
That's definitely not what you say neither. That's definitely not what you say. That's definitely not what you say.
That's not what you said.
Like I said, you say it the way I said it. You feel in the gym, you be like, yo, what workouts do you do for your arms? That's it. You don't say I like it or nothing like that.
Krishnam Marley keeping it a buck. He said, come on, y'all. Let's not act like as men we don't judge other niggas' looks. Not in a homo way, though. You know, and you don't even have to say that. I don't have a problem judging your. If you're like, you did your thing. You actually got a shape up and you taking care of your shit. You look good. Right now.
Wait, time out. I have a funny ass story. It's so funny. So today, my brother went to the barbershop. He got the shape up and shit. You know, he has dreads and shit. So he got his dreads back and he got his shape up. And I'm like, yo, you look young, my nigga. And he was like, yo, is that your way of trying to tell me that I look good? I'm like, what, nigga? No. I'm trying to tell you look younger with the shape up. He's like, nah, you're trying to tell me I look good.
You are. You want to know
your favorite
I hate niggas talking, my nigga.
The comedian that you like
That was literally before I came.
The comedian that you like online that always puts his face up by his face.
Trey Rags.
Yeah, Trey Rags. He had a video where he was just like, where he came in and it's his birthday and everybody was like, yo, happy born day, my dude.
Niggas can't say happy birthday.
You can't say it, just say it. He's like, yo, happy Earth Day, Earth Strong. He's like, yo, just say it. It's my birthday. Just say it. He's like, yo, happy born day. Happy G Day, my guy. Happy G Day, my guy.
Yeah, he was saying everything else except for happy birthday, and it was like, just say it.
You just say it.
That shit was mad gay.
That shit had me cracking up. I was like,
it's like, what's gay about that? Like, no lie. Krishnam Marley was in the chats on the PlayStation with me when we were playing, and they'd be like, yo, they pulling up from behind me. They'd be like, hey, yo. And you're in the middle of the game, like, no homo. You're like, really? And you're like, why do I have to say this right now?
You do though.
Violation, bro.
You do.
I
get mad. I get
followed up from the back.
Yo.
Listen, I've been a fan of getting rid of that shit. So I don't care about the no.
We need to end that shit.
We need to end that shit.
Because like I said, I remember. Matter of fact, this is way back. This is way back when me and Black first started working at UCP back in the day, right?
Okay.
I remember one time there was a very flamboyant gay guy there, right? Yeah, listen. Very flamboyant gay guy. He worked on the adult side with me. I remember one time I smoked with him, and Black was like, "You smoked with this nigga?" Black was like, "You smoked with this nigga?"
I can never smoke with you again, buddy.
Black clowned on me, right?
Yeah.
Maybe like a year later, somebody's talking to me about how cool Black is at this modeling agency, and that his partner is the gay guy. So I'm like,
Hold on, wait a minute, stop the break.
I'm like, so you posing with this guy? My man just.
So you pose it?
Black is on the picture like this.
Like this.
Yeah.
With his feet in the back.
I knew he was going with it.
And I remember after Black said something to me about it, I was like, and I remember there was another opportunity for me to smoke with him before I found out about the modeling, before I found out about the modeling gig. You know what I mean? And I was like, I'm good. No, I smoked with him again. I didn't give no fucks. Cause it was like, what is it? What's the? He's not trying to have sex with me. You know what I mean? Like what's wrong with it? There's nothing wrong with it at all.
Can I tell y'all about the modeling thing?
No, we don't want to. No.
Last Gordon said posing is crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Let me just say what happened.
Posing was crazy.
I got somebody actually to do a modeling
photo
shoot. And I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
So when I get to the shoot,
he's there.
He's there.
Oh my God, Courtney!
Yeah.
Your richest friend.
You're here.
So you know we're together.
We did have to take some pictures adjacent to each other.
That could make sense.
You know, no hip
He
hop.
said back to back.
The DJ and the rapper. You know the DJ and the rapper.
Yo, I will pay good money. I will pay black. I will pay good money to see these pictures, bro. I will pay good money to see these
You know
pictures.
niggas to go try to find these pictures.
Yo, critical thinkers at home.
Fight back.
There's no fighting. Yo, critical thinkers at home. Please, if y'all want to see this picture, put it in the comments. Black has to post this picture up on our page, y'all.
That's the end of the story. That's the end of the story.
So when I took the pictures, like the whole time I'm taking the pictures, I'm thinking to myself like, yo, I know when this nigga hears about this, he's going to.
He didn't tell me.
Yeah.
I found out from somebody else.
He's never gonna tell you.
He didn't tell me.
He would never tell you.
I actually found out. I think I found out from the dude. I think I found out from Taylor.
What he said to you? So how'd you find it?
He was telling me, like, I think he was telling me, like, he was like, oh, your friend is mad cool or something like that. And I was like, mad
They
cool.
say you find the pics in the chat, bro.
I was like, mad cool. I was like, which friend? Which friend? and I forgot who else. Somebody else there knew about it.
It was a couple
or the
people,
girl knew about it, and the girl told me, Courtney was in the modeling thing with us. It was like a group of us, and I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
This is the same guy? This is the same guy who's clowning me?
The light bulb went off?
Yeah.
The light bulb went off?
It made no sense to me, cause like I said, none of that stuff should matter.
Yeah, none of that.
Doesn't matter.
None of that stuff
It
should
doesn't matter.
You know, like I said,
Wait,
we
but
were
hold
very.
on. The original point was smoking, right?
No. The original point was, like he said, why he brought that up was, we were very much younger at this time, so I had a early 20s.
Okay.
Not even. I think we were like 19, 20. Yeah,
Early 20s.
Yeah.
Like I had a fucked up mindset at that time, and you know.
Young shit. I mean, everybody did it. Yeah.
Sure it's regular.
Absolutely.
But I remember that day though. That was a funny day.
Question. I'm gonna get used to the fact that I just say that every time.
Yeah.
Damn
It's
it.
okay.
It's alright. It's another time.
Ain't nobody worried.
Yeah, I hate it though.
Alright,
Saying all this is what we don't want you to do.
Just join the live.
Hey,
Shout out to the bro.
Shout out to the bro.
JP.
Shout out to
Shout
JP,
out to
KP, and
JP,
JP got there.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
He's the second version.
Okay.
Younger you?
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
not,
okay.
no,
The better version.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
The
Better
2.0.
version.
Yeah.
2.0.
You know.
Younger brothers is always the better version.
Yeah,
He's married.
factual.
He's a married man.
Somebody didn't agree.
Clearly somebody doesn't have an older brother. Clearly somebody doesn't have an older brother.
That's some big.
That was cool.
Oh, yeah, Jay.
So, with the way the internet works, happy birthday again.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
With the way the internet works and everything like that, everything's accessible to people. Right? Everything's accessible, everything's at your fingertips. If you want to holler at somebody, that you would never have access to before, you now have the access to them because of the internet. So because of that, I want to ask you guys, do you feel people are easily replaced now? In 2023, are people more easily replaced in relationships?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Why is that?
Dating apps. You know what I'm saying, bro? It's like you said, it's too easy, bro. And you said we was talking about it earlier, the DMs.
But should any of that matter? Like how you feel about how you, just because you have the access, does that mean that does the accessibility weaken people's emotional connections?
Yes. Yeah, bro.
Why?
Because first of all, I always feel like niggas or women, right? They always got a friend in their ears. Oh yeah, you know, like this. Especially for women, I think, you know, women especially. Oh yeah, he ain't shit. Girl, remember so and so wanted you. You know, oh, he's doing so much better. You know, I just feel like, you know, they got the internet, they got the DMs, they posting thirst traps, niggas DM. They got scammers out there that sending the money to the cash apps. It's all types of influences. I'm gonna say, like, I feel like a lot of influence.
Do you think it's the same for men?
No, not really.
What I can say is I do feel like I've always been a very like if we're done, we're done kind of guy.
Yeah.
But the internet definitely made it a lot easier because, like you said, like I go on the gram and I'll DM 15 girls. You know what I'm saying?
As you should.
One run.
And then four answer. That's good.
Right. That's a successful
You
night.
gotta shoot your shot.
That's successful.
Like this. Like I met a girl on a dating app like 2 months ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's like, yeah, I got 300. I got
Which one
300.
you on?
I'm on that. I'm on every single one. I'm sure about that. Like Tinder, Bumble,
Hinge.
you know what I'm saying? Hinge, like basic shits or whatever.
Right.
But like she showed me a DM, bro. She had like 350 messages. And another time I matched with a joint, and like I heard her like a week later. She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I already moved on to somebody." Like I'm saying, it's just easier for them. Like he said, we gotta shoot. I shot at 15 people in a day. They already got 15, 30 people, 50 people, and they shot at them.
We're shooting 15. They're getting 30 a day.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I don't have to deal with
Peggy
that
said,
bullshit.
Peggy
That's
said
crazy.
it was slim pickings before. Work in church. Now you know the neighbors you'd never know.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Facts.
What's it called?
Everybody's right there, bro.
Everybody.
I mean,
Everybody is at your fingertips.
that's extremely. I mean, I asked the question, but I mean, I feel the same way. Once the internet was around, I mean, great before. I grew into the internet. Like the internet grew up with me.
Yeah, we grew up with that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like AOL came out when I was, you know what I mean?
96, 97.
Something like that.
Nah, we started with, we had no AIM.
Yeah, we had all of that. You know what I mean?
MySpace.
So
to Facebook.
the point when I started
all that
hollering at
stuff.
people, I had that access to whatever limit that we had it with the internet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You talking to somebody in Texas,
Yeah.
ASL, like, you know what I mean? Like, and I would agree that I think that it's just is the accessibility is there for men and women, not just women.
me too.
Granted, women probably have more people accessing them.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But like you know what I mean? But
It's
but
a fact.
yeah,
It's a fact.
that's really all. That's really all it is. But as far as like the reach that we have, like, bro, there's been times where you can holler at a girl that, or you just not even holler at them, just engage in a conversation with a girl that you thought you would never be able to speak to. Like I've said before, all my major crushes that have been like celebrities are like Instagram celebrities or like
Instagram models.
yeah, I'm not really into like big celebrities because they don't answer back. You know what I mean? Like,
Man.
they don't answer back.
And sometimes, most
but
of the
the
time,
Instagram
they get mad
they-
DMs, bro. And
Huh?
sometimes, like, the bigger they are, I don't think they manage their account like that all the
Oh,
time.
you still feel good when they're doing this.
Yeah.
Regardless.
I mean, that's true. If somebody...
When Instagram first came out, I remember there was this girl I had a crush on. I forgot her name, something Freckles, or Freck something. Oh my God, man, her body was lit. She had freckles and shit like that.
Mhm.
And I remember one time I hit her up, I said something, and she was like, "Oh, thanks, boo."
My man melted.
I'm melted.
That's all you needed.
I'm melted. Anyway, by the way, if you're out there in the chat right now, please send this out to 5 of your friends. Tell them to send it to 5 of their friends.
I'm sending out right now.
Yeah, and if you're on YouTube, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button,
Anybody on
hit the
YouTube say
bell.
anything? We don't have
Yeah, we
that.
actually have 11 people on YouTube.
Nice.
But, I was
Shout
not
out to
reading the
all of
chat.
our critical thinkers on YouTube.
Yeah, I wasn't reading the
Shout
chat.
out to you too.
Yeah, shout out to YouTube. Oh, there's definitely mad comments on YouTube.
What they say, what they say
Oh,
on
and
YouTube.
Erica and the usual garage.
What they say on YouTube.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sparking the conversation on both platforms. I love
If
it.
I were to go back, it would.
Oh, no,
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
All good.
But anyway,
To y'all for real though.
everything you watch on the internet right now with podcasts is all about modern women, modern dating, how women want a man that can do everything,
What
but
is it
meanwhile,
called? What was Kevin Samuels calling them? Top percent man. They want like the top high value.
high
right?
value,
They want a
yeah.
high value.
everything
man.
on the internet
Yeah.
right now is about that and high value men and modern women, how they don't have nothing to offer, right?
Mhm.
And I was wanting to pose the question, like, because the thing that I've been seeing now lately is this whole modern women should date multiple men.
Modern women are just
or women period. In modern society,
yeah.
women should date multiple men.
I think that's. I mean,
And I wanted to know how y'all felt about that. I'm gonna tell. I could break down
Hasn't that always been the case?
that's what I was about to say. Like, I always feel like that's always been the case. but
Like,
I feel
women
it's
will
more
al-
accepted now. Like I feel like it's more accepted, but I feel like that's always.
I feel like women always had they always had the person that they were dating, and then like they had their 2 little 3 little potentials
Yeah.
that they kept around. or whatever, and then like
the nigga to bring him out,
and then they'll stop with the potentials if they start fucking with you heavy, and then they get tight that they stop fucking with the potentials when you start fucking up. Like wasn't that always the case? I don't know. Am I crazy? I felt like that's what it always was.
I have no side here or there. I'm just saying what I saw on the internet.
You got no dog in this fight.
Yeah, I got no dog in this fight.
I feel like they always have like.
Okay. Well,
I just ask you a question. If you dating somebody, right? Let's say you was dating somebody and you break up, and then they're in a whole new relationship in a week.
In a week.
You just think they just met that person recently, or you think they
Black.
Nah, but I'm saying,
this is unlike you.
No, it's not. He's a savage mode today.
He's in savage mode.
If we break up, if we break up and within 6 months, you.
Wait, 6 months what?
If we break up and within 6 months you're able to say that you have another nigga, you're a whore.
He's 6 months?
Been there.
No, but it's kind of, but 6 months.
6 months, my nigga?
Yes.
You want a chick to wait 6 to 8 months before they
Yes, I do.
That nigga wasn't the best.
Yes, he's been there.
Sorrow.
He's been there. He's been there.
6 to 8 months, Black?
Yes, he's been there.
Do you know how long 6 to 8 months is?
Do you know he's been there?
He's been there.
Do you know he's been there?
He's been there.
Okay, Jerry.
6 to 8 months?
Bro, you gotta believe.
I was with a girl for 5 years. 8 months later, she was pregnant with somebody else.
He been there.
That's
all right. Pregnant is hold on, completely different situation.
Before we broke up, she was a rapper. I paid for one of her music videos, right? In that music video, that nigga who got her pregnant is in that motherfucking video, nigga.
He was dancing on it?
Nigga. Yes.
This nigga's done.
He's been there.
But that's not the same thing. Being in a relationship 6 to 8 months later is not a problem. Being pregnant 6 to 8 months later is a problem to me.
Being pregnant in a relationship, anything is a problem.
What about this
He's
one?
been there.
What about this one? I was talking to Shorty, right? But I knew her from high school, right? And I actually took her virginity, but we tried to talk again, like, you know, as we got older, we tried to talk. Wow. And then we started, you know, messing around, all that, everything was good. So, like, and then she just ghosted me, bro, and disappeared, bro. Do you know where the next time I seen her at? I seen her on Facebook at a fucking baby shower, my nigga.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then when she sent me like a long ass paragraph DM, like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, I was messing with so and so before I started getting with you, like, bro. You think I really believe that? That nigga been there.
He
you know what I'm saying?
been
He been there. Like,
he been there.
Like,
Been wicked.
They been there, bro.
I think a baby.
They been there.
I think a baby is a little too far, but a relationship 6 to 8 months, you can't really get upset with somebody getting into a relationship 6 to 8 months.
A relationship
after you.
Yeah.
You're not
a relationship is crazy.
Really? Hold on, Shy, go ahead.
They need a year to get off you first.
Hold on. Shy, go ahead.
Don't attack me for this.
Go ahead. I'm gonna attack you. Go
ahead. You know the attack is coming. Go ahead.
But you guys realize there's always somebody waiting to take your spot.
Yes.
Facts, regardless.
yeah, we know
And
that.
no.
Yes.
We realize that, but are y'all entertaining that?
No.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
It depends on the females. Some females will, some females
See, that's the
won't.
problem. That's the issue.
Hold on.
If you're entertaining it on some, I might not be with this nigga in the next few. Then that is fucked up.
But Shy, has he not been there? It's always a nigga there waiting to take my place.
He was there.
He been there.
He's been
And you
there.
know why he's there?
He's looking for you to fuck up.
He's waiting for
Oh,
me.
he's there.
And he's there. And listen, and you don't even gotta be entertaining him too hard. Every now and again, he gonna like something and you're gonna heart. That's all he needs.
Let's go to say I'm living proof
of this. We need receipts. Pull out your.
All he needs is a little bit. All he needs is you to heart his message. He don't need you to write him back.
Yeah.
He's sitting in it. He's been there.
That's giving him faith.
He's been there. Giving him faith.
He's giving him faith.
He's been there.
Every time you like it, every time you put.
You could be in a relationship happy as hell. There's another female waiting for your girl to fuck up to come in.
Okay,
But you know what? I'm never in 6 to 8 months posting her.
There you go. I'm not gonna lie to you. Men take breakups a lot harder than women.
Way harder.
Yes.
Way harder.
That's true. But he just said he's not posting her.
He don't even mean just posting. He means he's not gonna do nothing serious with her. That's what he's trying to say. Like he's not gonna like he might be smashing her. This might be like an eighth that the chick that took him out of depression.
He said we
fucking, but I'm not doing anything serious.
Oh my god, y'all are killing.
Wait, what's the question again?
Y'all are killing.
What's the question?
Last Gordon said Shorty went and breed for the next month, 2 months.
Yeah, after a break.
2 months and you pregnant?
Crazy. That's crazy.
No way.
Splash.
No way.
She never loved you, bro.
Splash
She never loved me.
I applaud you for telling this story online, my dude. Oh my God, you are strong. I appreciate you for saying this on 2 months.
2 months.
Somebody after dead. That's just 2 months.
Jerry, you can't say that.
2 months.
It's not yours anymore, Jerry.
Yeah,
Pregnant. I said pregnant is different. You didn't see me hear it. You didn't hear me say wild to your story.
I see where you was going with it.
You didn't hear me say 6 to 8 months getting pregnant is wild. I agreed with you there. I was like, that's crazy.
I'm going back to
2 months.
I'm going back to old episodes. After it's not yours anymore, it's not yours anymore.
Yeah, but no, this definitely means that there was.
Jerry, I don't know. You be saying something. You be.
No.
So
I'm talking about an ex of yours that years later, if we had the conversation of years later, would your man's in your circle?
So what's the time limit?
Something?
What's the time limit when it's not yours anymore? Matter of fact, new question. What's the time limit when it's no longer yours?
Bro, I'm petty, so the moment I'm gonna feel like I might not be hurt, but as soon as we done, bro. I don't like.
Yo, you know.
So is it when is it not yours anymore? When do you?
The moment we break up, that's it.
That's not yours anymore.
So if she got a baby a month later, if she got pregnant a month later.
I would feel away, of course. But
Listen,
like, I'm not gonna be like,
what?
I'm not gonna be like, oh, I gotta kill this nigga now, because she's not loyal, she's not faithful, like she's not to me. Like I'm not gonna waste my time with that. Like,
I mean, I'm gonna
as soon as we're done, we're done.
Yeah, I'm done with that.
But as soon as you post another nigga,
then we're done.
You're not mine no more.
Yeah.
You don't mean nothing to me no more.
Nothing. Don't call me for a glass of water. Don't call me
Done. That's what it does.
It has to be a post.
Let's feedback.
A post, an acknowledgement of another nigga. I just said post.
You letting the world know? You letting the world know?
How dare you, bitch?
How dare you?
I fucking love you.
Did you just make it public knowledge that another nigga?
Listen.
And then you coming to you like, oh, you not with it no more? You seen the picture. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. I don't know, man.
You know somebody's gonna hit you up. When your ex posts another nigga.
Glass of water.
No glass of water, man.
Yo, you gonna die of thirst.
When your ex posts another nigga, somebody is going to let you know. When it's another nigga in her life.
That's true.
Somebody.
Oh, I see.
It don't gotta be somebody.
Girl. You see the old girl. You see it in the Beamer, right? Seen it in the Beamer, right? Yo, definitely happens all the time, bro. I'm done with them when I'm done with them, bro.
I'm done now. That's when I'm done.
So how far, Rich, for you? How long after you break up with somebody are they no longer yours, or are you done with them, or you've washed your hands of that situation?
I mean, a lot of exes in the past.
Yes, come on. A lot of exes what? I'm not easy right. Answer the question.
You know. Go ahead, Rich. No, hey, we need no one to speak for the next 5 minutes.
He said a lot of them girls. Take a deep breath.
Isolation. We need the truth.
Please give Rich all the time he needs.
I'm cool with all my exes. I'm cool with all my exes except for the one that got pregnant 8 months later.
Okay.
And it's not that we have beef. We just don't really speak like that. Mm-hmm. There's no issue with it. There's no beef or no issue. No, you know what I mean? Yeah, we just don't speak. Mm-hmm. One of them's married. The other one that I actually speak to, like that. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Rich, that's not answering my damn question, bro.
What?
Yes! He's talking about it, man!
My man is not. Matter of fact, he is helping me because he's pointing out what they're doing, what their life is like right now.
Trump, I didn't ask you what you want to talk about.
My man is saying, one of them is married right now. The other one just graduated. She got her PhD. I think it's in psychology. Another one is driving a hoopty. Yeah, she's not driving a car. It's nice.
Wait, somebody said, nah, don't call me for a glass of water. It needs to be on the shirt.
Yeah, bro, like, I'm one of those, bro. Like, I don't.
You are pointing out what you know about everybody.
I'm one of those, bro.
I said I was going to do
like, I don't. Like, I'm probably cool with like 2 or 3 of my exes throughout my lifetime.
Yeah.
Like, I don't.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm not worried about.
Because John Martin said, fight back, right?
Oh, I fight back. Fight back. So let me answer.
Go ahead.
I don't. For me, it's like when it's really over. That's when it's not. That's when I don't care anymore. Like he said,
when it
doesn't. For me, when it's really over is when we really stop. When we really stop.
It's over.
Sex?
No, not when we stop having sex, because you can still have sex. It's when the emotions are no longer there.
No strings. I mean,
And literally, my emotions leave when I literally know you
like somebody else.
Man.
That's true too.
Yeah.
That is
Everything leaves.
Yeah, that is
everything
true.
leaves, bro. Everything
so do you have
leaves.
conversations? Does your exes talk to you about their new man? Or?
And can I say that
Never.
I sound like, from a rich side, I feel like I sound like I hate my exes. I don't hate my exes either. I don't got beef with none of my exes, no shit.
But it's, you know what I mean? What happens to you happens to you. I don't need to know about it.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Yeah, that honestly, I'm kind of like that with like if you're not in a relationship with me and everything like that, I kind of don't necessarily need to know, like I try not to. I'm already doing mad stuff. I don't want to concern myself with what other people are doing like that. Really, if I have to worry about that's why you use protect. That's why you use like people use protection and everything like that. You know what I mean? Like you use protection, or if you feel like that bad about somebody's character, you just shouldn't fuck with them. You feel what I'm saying? But like I don't know, like as you guys can see, I've said mad stories where there's been a couple fucked up shit that girls.
Girls are evil.
Particularly one girl where I experienced a lot.
Evil.
And it's crazy. The person you spend the most time with is when you experience the most shit.
Yeah, of course.
So you know what I mean?
You know
That's
what the crazy thing about it
back.
is? So many other women had to deal with that one fucked up girl that did that to you. It's so crazy. For us, that's how it works.
That is true.
That one girl did that one fucked up thing to you. Think about how many women had to deal with that.
Whose side you on?
I'm not.
Yeah, like
It's happening to me too.
Don't be giving them the ammo to come back and be like, see, Rich, this is why you treat me like this.
Yeah,
We don't know.
treat me like this.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'm just saying, like it's true for
question.
me too. It's true for me too because one girl will fuck my whole shit up, and then a whole lot of women have to deal with that one person who fucked my whole shit up, and it's crazy, but that's how it works.
I mean, versa too though. Because if they messed up, if they got a nigga that they felt whatever traumatized them or like whatever was messed up.
Yeah,
girls do that. Women do that. Yeah, that's true.
You know
that's true. I stay having to deal with whatever that fucked up nigga did to you.
Like,
that's true. That's true. That's true. Wow.
Basically, you know, she's
Human nature, man.
Like, you know, look at you, the same way you saying, the same thing you saying,
Mm-hmm.
like
So,
vice versa. So
I got a question for parents. I'm not a parent. Jay,
I'm not a parent either.
You the parent on the panel.
I'm a dad too.
It's 2 more parents out there in the crowd.
By the way, Lansky, I'm lying.
He's not a dad.
Okay. Yeah. Nah,
But I got a question.
Oh no, dad club. That's another thing. I see this all the time on the internet. Oh, who are the we can't find no niggas that got no kids. Right here, we don't got no kids. So y'all you don't got no kids. So I don't know what y'all talking about.
That's a majority. Yeah, that's a majority of this panel right here.
So
That doesn't have
we have a very close friend to the podcast who left us a message where she tried to help her daughter build a popsicle stick house.
Okay.
Right? And so she sent her daughter to school with this popsicle stick house that she helped build.
We will be posting this.
Yes, we're gonna post the cover. And the teacher asked the daughter, "Is this your house here, or is this your shack in Haiti?"
Yeah.
And no. But this is not the part. The part was the message she sent to us. She said to us like, "Yo, I really put my all into this."
No, she said I put mad effort.
Efforts.
I put mad efforts.
She said she put mad efforts into helping build this. So my question was, as parents, have you ever had like homework or a project that your kids had to do where you felt like
it gave you trouble?
It fucked you up. Yes. The new way they're doing math now, guys. y'all know about this shit.
I knew it was gonna be mad.
Oh, y'all know about this shit. Y'all know about this shit.
We literally spoke about this. Right before that episode, this shit. Right before that episode, we said, bro. And your wife said, Jenny's gonna say, fucking math.
The new math, my nigga. The new math is ridiculous, bro. First of all, you gotta add up to 10 and then do your math from 10, bro.
Yeah.
You can't. You have to. So basically, 7 plus 6 is you have to count up to 10 first, and then whatever's left off is how you get your answer.
So this is generally.
So you go
This is
8, 9, 10.
And then you go
One, group off the 3, and you group off the rest.
You group off the rest and add that to the 10. Bro, who the fuck is doing all of that, bro?
I mean, that's not my best subject, but it sounds like I'm not prepared.
Krishan Mommy said, how the fuck do you change math?
Nah, listen.
Yeah,
a couple years ago, I worked at the Para at in Roosevelt, and they definitely changed math. Like it's the same answers, yo. But all the shortcuts we used to use, they said no. We want to fuck kids up, and their parents. Like
We're gonna spend time together.
My mind,
We're gonna make them spend time
we're
together.
gonna force them to spend some time together. In all reality, they don't. They just get the parents tight.
Yeah,
That'd be mad as fuck.
Fortunately, I haven't had a project to do that fucked me up yet, but it's coming. I'm pretty sure it's coming. My eldest is in second grade right now. I didn't have a pop. If I did, then my wife did everything. I didn't do shit.
So wait, was it a house or was it the shack? Hey.
No.
We never got the answer to it. Was it a shack?
Sha. And the parent, has your daughter? I know your daughter's very young. She hasn't come home yet with any work that's a little too confusing, has she?
Not confusing, but they be giving these kids projects that are just like, what the?
Mad work to do.
And then, wait a minute. Matter of fact, we're gonna move on.
You're a piece of shit.
He almost became a piece of shit, but he didn't.
I wish you would.
Yo, you know what's funny? Keep talking, and recognition won't be hard.
Yeah.
Tell on yourself? Damn. Nah, but no, the new math is insane, bro. The new math is real. I don't know what y'all doing. Listen, Department of Education, I don't know what y'all doing, but please go back to freaking counting on your fingers and toes, bro. Please.
Is this your plea?
This is ridiculous.
Since we've mentioned it multiple times already, before we get to our classics, we mentioned it multiple times about how the fact that this panel consists of 3 black men right now that don't have kids and not married, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is marriage still an attractive option for people in 2023?
No.
Let me tell you. Can I
that
tell
is not
you
even
my
a thing anymore.
Can I tell you my saying on that? I'm not a married man. I feel like, and even with like men our age that don't even have kids, I feel like it's more so a defense mechanism to say, oh, marriage doesn't matter. Oh, I don't have kids, it doesn't matter.
Talk your talk.
I feel like it's easier to be like, like how we go back to the B-Rabbit thing. Like, let me say this first before you can say it to me.
You're not married. You don't got
you know what I mean? Let me say I don't care about this first.
So Loring is in the building.
Yep.
So Loring in the building.
Shout out to So Loring.
Yo, where have you been, So Loring?
She was in like Egypt or some shit like that.
Man, doing grown woman shit.
But for me, that's what I feel like. That's what it is with people. Even people who is broken marriages, I feel like it's just a defense mechanism to say that you don't care about it, just in case.
If you don't get married.
If you don't get married or if you don't have kids,
then no one.
I feel like every nigga wants to get married.
I feel like it was a goal at some point, but I feel like people are now.
Do you believe it's
know that it's not? It may not happen anymore. So the easier thing to be like is I don't care about it.
But you think that they still do?
Yes,
deep down inside. Okay.
Deep down inside, I feel like it's a defense mechanism. It's to be rabbit. It's to be rabbit. It's to say I don't care about it. It's to say I don't care about it just in case.
That's wild, man. That's wild.
Can I say? I mean, clearly you wanted to be married because you're married. And you've been married.
How long you been married?
Going on 9 years in July.
Oh, okay. Congrats.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to that. Shout out to Black Love.
The Big 10 next year is gonna be wild, y'all.
Shout out to Black Love.
We're gonna have some time. We're gonna have a good time.
I'll be honest. And I don't know if you guys ever seen the movie Idiocracy.
What's that about? I think what is it about?
It's about how it was honestly a
parody
that turned into a documentary. Honestly,
for real.
It was a joke, and then after Trump, not. I'm not trying to go into politics, but after Trump and the stuff that's been going on, where this whole new, I live in this bubble, and we believe this, and even though I know this may not be a fact, it's a fact in my world. So that's all that matters. That's the world we live in right now.
So they convince themselves it's true? You know what I'm saying?
You make your reality.
You make your own reality because everybody around me agrees with me, and that's all that matters. Because I'm on the internet in this social group, and I'm in a thought bubble. You know what I mean?
So are you saying you agree with me or not?
Huh? What?
Push down
what
up.
I said.
With what?
With the I feel like it's more of a defense mechanism.
No, I was about to say no. It's not a defense mechanism because I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, damn, I forgot where I was going with the idiocracy stuff.
Yeah, that's how I was asking you.
Wait, hold up. Kush Down Molly said, "What's the secret to marriage, Jerry?" LOL. The secret is honestly, I feel like you have to have the plan. I've said this before, and I'll continue to say this. That as the man, I believe, have to have the plan. It has to be you. Sir Rashan Ali has said this before. And plenty of people have said, "Yo, you just have to have the plan. If part of your plan is a successful marriage, then guess what? That's what's gonna happen. But it just has to be on you. It's weird, it's crazy, but the plan has to be you. You have to have the plan. You have to be the plan."
Because John said, I think people still care about marriage, but I think nowadays people are realizing that it's not the end of the world if marriage doesn't happen. That's my point. It's easier to say now, like, yo, I think people still desire that. You still desire it, but
of course.
If it doesn't happen, it's not. At one point, if it didn't happen, you weren't shit.
Right.
Now I feel like it's not that.
And back in the day, they used to shun you if you weren't married by 15 and stuff like that. And where now it's like, nah, bro.
We're going back deep.
I'm saying, what
about you? Do you want to be married?
I do, but I'm not rushing to get married, if that makes sense. Like, I'm just trying to wait for the right one and the right time. But if it don't happen, I'm not going to be like, you know what I'm saying?
What's waiting after 30? I'm going to use the words of black.
Most of for me, like, because I would like to have a kid and stuff like that, but I'm not going to have a kid with the wrong person, bro. I'll get caught up because that's you know what I'm saying? You get stuck with somebody that's an 18-year bed, and you know what I'm saying? You got to deal with that.
24 now. 24.
At least 18. At least 18.
24 now? Oh, it's a 24-year bed, so... Like, if I don't get it, I don't get it. But if I do get it, I want to make sure I get it with somebody who's right. I ain't trying to get divorced. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to deal with all that shit. The baby fathers. I mean, child support on shit. I'm trying to. If I have it, I want to have a family, and that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So. Nah, I agree with that. I can't.
Why you laughing?
Matter of fact, no. I think it's because you want to say something. Go ahead.
I think the reason why marriage is not the same is because it's not defined the same as it used to be. People back then, if they had any problems, or if, like, older people that are married for like 25, 40 years, when they had their problem, they worked it out among themselves. They kept it within themselves. If you see now, a lot of people, the minute they have any issues, they air it out.
On Facebook.
And everybody jump on board and give their opinion. Or you'll see people are so quick to have their opinion. Like, you'll see people be like, oh, Beyonce got cheated on, or like all these people that we idolize or think are such badass women.
That mean went nuts.
Yeah.
If Beyonce got cheated on, what do I expect from my man? It's like, shut up.
That's what they're following. What I'm saying, but it has to do with the internet
exactly
too.
Because it's so publicized, right? Your granddaddy probably cheated on her grandmother, but nobody would ever know that. Because if grandma knew about it, she was checking him about it. They were working it out with themselves, and that was it. But now everybody want to be involved in everybody else's relationship, marriage. So it's not the same. So it doesn't become attractive to certain people.
Everybody has an
Ace the Goat says it's not the same because women giving up their wombs without requiring marriage.
I think that's always been going on, though.
They're giving up the wombs without even requiring marriage.
Listen, I hear you, Ace. But listen,
Ace the Goat, man. Shout out to the Daily Rapper crew. I love those guys, man.
As a womb taker,
As a womb taker.
I would never ever
as a womb like that.
I would never marry a womb I didn't have before marriage.
So wait, would you marry a woman who has
Like
kids already?
Huh?
Would y'all? Alright, so y'all not married. So would y'all marry a woman who had kids already?
Yeah.
What about you? Would you marry a woman who had kids already?
Rich.
Oh, you asked me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the older I get, the more I realize that it's a possibility if I wasn't in a relationship or whatever. Yeah, you know what I mean. So, yeah, I guess I would if I had to. Fortunately, I don't have to.
Yeah, I mean.
You know what I mean?
No,
but I don't see nothing wrong with it. Cause I'm not gonna lie. There's certain people that I know who have kids and their kids are great. And you know what I mean? It's a very young mentality. Granted, it's a selfish mentality, and I always say you got to be selfish. Everybody wants something of their own. Everybody wants to like I want this to be our start. Yeah. Not I'm joining your start that you already had.
That you already, yeah.
You know what I mean? But
I
get it. But
that was throttled.
You know what I mean? But you can't. You have to be mindful of where you are in life, your age, and all of that. And
yeah, so I think the age is important with that too. Yeah. But
King Prince said, "We know
you're not with it."
I like new lands.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? I don't like nothing to the people who have kids and stuff. I date them, but I just don't take them like I'm about to marry. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not dealing with your baby father. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you saw the story.
Or your bad kids.
I don't know if you saw the story in the news. I don't know if I'm saying correct, but this girl was dating somebody, but her baby father was like locked up and got locked up, and she's asking the husband to bail the baby father.
Oh, nah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not getting involved.
Can I tell you? Go ahead. I'm gonna let you read the comment.
King's Prince just said, "We know when my grandma got cheated on." Because he came back home with another baby.
Yeah, true. Family. That's to say. When she said that. Grandma was just saying that.
Grandpa thug.
Good, your grandpa is a thug.
She's Jamaican. Bro. Listen, I ain't gonna front, bro.
But he came back home with another baby?
Yeah.
I would have never been able to come back home.
But look, but it's different though. I know somebody that happened to, like, maybe 5 years ago, like, her mom was married, and the dad had a whole other family. You know what I'm saying? And
in secret, though.
In secret, but he had to let them know eventually that he had the baby. You know what I'm saying? Oh. My pops grew up in Haiti. Hey. Right? I have a sister who's before he had me and shit, before he was married. And then I just found out last year I got a 37-year-old sister in Haiti. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's bro. Times is different, man. There was no social media, so you ain't know my pops was hitting that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't know who was hitting this. He ain't find out about my sister until he got married to my mom's in New York, America. And his man's back there is like, yo, remember so-and-so you was messing with? She had a baby. You know what I'm saying? So,
King's Prince said, and Grandma stayed.
Yeah,
and I feel like that's a big difference as well. The relationships were just as rocky as I believe they are now, but they stuck with it and stayed. They worked it out like Soshai said, and just said, you know what, we're gonna deal with this amongst ourselves, and we're still gonna stay together. Why? The minute somebody married today, they'll find out their husband is texting somebody else. They'll be like, all right, let's get a divorce tomorrow. We're done.
It's over.
We're done right now. It connects to our earlier topic.
It's crazy.
More easily replaceable.
Yeah.
Because of social media, like you said.
It's I'm not going to let him embarrass me.
But are they easily replaceable?
On the internet, no.
And don't forget, Jay-Z did this with Beyonce. So, they see so much stuff on, Instagram. They base, a lot of them base their relationships
on what they see.
On what they see.
Valentine's Day is coming up, right? Get ready for it. Every rapper that's about to buy their girlfriend a car, about to buy him a
fill their room up. Michael B. Jordan gonna fill some girl's room up with roses.
Everybody said that was cute, man. Everybody liked that. They called him a sucker for it, but everybody loved it, man.
Everybody who gets a Birkin bag, if little baby gets his wifey a Birkin bag.
It's a Telfeezy for if you're lower income.
Yeah,
Telfeezy.
What is it?
Telfar, yeah. Telfeezy. My man said Telfeezy.
Go ahead.
Just really quick. I think that part of it is too, the culture has changed. So grandma stayed with grandpa because she wasn't worried about making money. Whereas in 2022, you have a lot of women who are making their own money.
Yeah.
So if they don't want to be bothered, they're just like, fuck that dude and I'm out. which is a problem.
Oh, Bad Gal Ben said the same thing because
that's
men
the problem.
were the breadwinners.
Right,
for the
that's
women.
really the biggest part.
Can I-
Most people get divorced over money. That's one of the
That was
top
the
reasons
move.
people get divorced. It's money.
Financially, that's
Financial
Matt,
reasons.
Yeah, money, right?
I was gonna,
Money, right?
I'm gonna,
Yeah.
I was gonna make this a topic for when we had a female guest, but when
Don't discriminate against me.
when
excuse me.
we spoke about this, and I made a clip about it where I said that when a man makes more money or whatever, they like we'll marry a woman and all of that when we make more money. But usually when a woman is the breadwinner and is like a millionaire, I think what's his name used our last guest Phil the Real said Oprah, and I was like Oprah is not married to Stedman. No kids with Stedman, no nothing. So no real.
But that's a win for Stedman, though.
And a lot of guys keep saying that.
I'm gonna tell you, it's a win. Is it really a win to be with somebody that you have no real connection with? That's a billionaire. Where if you fuck up in any way,
Not a win for him.
hold on, listen.
That's what
Hold on.
But time out. You think she doesn't love him, or you saying?
No, I'm not saying about. And listen, I feel as though when a woman is in a position of power, she holds on to that power compared to how a man will spread that power, will share that power.
Okay.
A woman will dangle that power in front, will dangle that in front of all the perks, and be like, listen, go ahead and fuck up, because this will be gone.
That's true. That's true.
Jeez.
That's true.
That's
Talk your talk,
That's
Rich.
true. You're right.
That's crazy.
You're right.
But
That's true.
Because you'll mention any billionaire woman, because I said, what billionaire woman or millionaire woman would marry a broke nigga? And he brought up Stedman, and we were like, what does Stedman do? From what I know, I don't know if Stedman was a doctor. I don't know what he does. I don't know how.
it doesn't matter.
I don't know how
He's getting the bag.
You're not getting what I'm saying, bro.
No.
He's not getting the bag because of the fact that who was Stedman? Like, matter of fact, I don't know if Stedman's getting his own bag. If he is, if he's getting his own bag,
I'm
cool.
saying, alright.
But if you're saying he's getting the bag because he's with Oprah, I would not feel comfortable being with somebody where anything I do, this bag can be taken away from me.
Yeah, that's true. Of course, nobody would.
Which is why I'm saying that
Yeah.
women won't marry. Women who are on top don't usually marry someone who's vastly different in financial income from them.
Okay, that's true.
That's facts.
That's true.
He's right.
Am I right or wrong?
Yeah,
Right.
I agree. I agree.
You're right.
Why is that? Because the man.
I can answer that.
Okay, please.
I don't agree with it, by the way.
You said I'm right though.
No, I agree with you.
Okay.
I'm saying I don't agree that it's right
Yeah,
that
that-
women don't marry that man. If you love him, you should marry him.
Yeah.
But you're right. I think women are just naturally hypergamous. They want to date up, marry up. Whereas men, a billionaire will date the chick from McDonald's if she checks off whatever he needs her to check off. He doesn't care about her money. Men don't value money in women. And
Very true.
women
That's true,
do
too.
value
Money.
societal
Money in men.
provision, money, security in men. So that's why Oprah, you think Stedman got it like that, he don't.
Exactly.
Oprah's thinking like a businesswoman. She's not thinking like a woman in
Because if
love.
I marry him and have kids
She's
with him,
never
he's
gonna
gonna have
marry
money
him.
now.
Do you think he gets
But
an
she's
allowance?
never gonna marry him.
Does he get a, did you hear what you said? A
I'm
grown
listening.
man
She's
getting an
never gonna
allowance?
marry him.
Bro.
You feel good about
No,
that?
not me. I'm saying so. If he doesn't,
Right,
I don't
she's
know what he
never gonna marry
does.
him.
We don't know what he does, right? I don't know if he, if he's a lawyer, like you said.
She's never gonna marry him though. Just to be.
So what is she keeping him there for? Like,
Bad guy for some dick, I guess.
Companionship.
Bad Guy Ben said, I wouldn't mind a house husband because I feel who I choose wouldn't mind for me to stay home, but the finances has to be there.
House husband? What's that?
The finances, she's saying that the finances still have to be there. So it goes, it pretty much, agrees with what Erica's saying, E is saying, on the fact that women definitely pay attention to the finances if it's when it's coming from the man, but we don't. That's never been something I paid attention to a woman's finances. I didn't need a woman to make more than me. I was just like, I just want a woman to be loyal and fun and funny.
I feel all of this because we've spoken on the whole women finances and men finances and one of my friends asked me to ask this question to everybody. What is love then?
What is love?
Baby, don't hurt me.
Like what is being in love? Like, granted, I have a bunch of men up here. I do want to ask women. I will ask you guys, but what is love? Because if that's necessary for a woman, like if that's necessary, because clearly that's
What's
We
love to
define
you?
it differently.
So wait, is
We
love?
define
So
it
wait,
differently.
is
okay. That's fine.
love
That's
is
fine.
necessary or is the money necessary?
That's what I'm saying. being able to provide is a part of how a woman loves you.
Okay. Very true.
That's true.
But what about the women? All right, so there's like some women who are like doctors or lawyers, and they like
and I just gave you that example.
So
they make all that money and they won't marry somebody who.
But there are some who like the rougher types, like the guys who.
They'll fuck them.
No, but
what's love for you though? That's the question. What's love
I'm not in love.
I'm actually don't ask me the question I just asked.
No, I'm trying to, because he's talking about what's a love from a woman.
I just said I'm not. I don't have women here. So
but that's what I'm saying. But what y'all are describing is a woman's love. Let's not talk about a woman's love. You asked what's love for us.
Yeah,
right?
what's love for us?
So let's talk about that. That's what I'm telling you.
All right.
There you go, Black.
All right. So what's love for you? Can I start?
Very true.
That's what I asked. But
Yeah.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
What's love for you?
Black.
Love for me?
Mm-hmm.
Love for me is understanding,
Preach, brother.
respect, and bringing joy. If you could do those three things, that's love.
That's love.
Everything else can be taught or it can be
Worked out.
Worked
on.
Loyalty not part of it.
I feel like I was gonna say loyalty for me.
Respect.
I was gonna
Loyalty
say
falls into the respect category for me.
Okay.
Loyalty, because if you're loyal, that's
If you
respecting
respect-
me. That's respecting me.
You see, you feel like loyalty and respect.
I
in
can
the same
respect you and
category?
be disloyal.
Yeah, bro, I can respect you. It'd be like,
I can be like, yo, I shouldn't have done that. I got too much respect for you that I've done that.
You didn't respect me though.
Then you didn't respect them.
Yes, we went back to that conversation with Talia's first. Not Talia.
He stutters. Why nobody messing with he stutters?
Nah, they do. I think they see him too. I think they say he was stuttering apart.
Twala's first episode when we talked about the Division song, and she brought that up. Like that's not respect. If you're cheating on me, you don't respect me.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So that's a part of it. All of that is it's intertwined. That's why I said it's under that umbrella for me.
Okay.
Respect comes with loyalty.
I respect that.
It comes with it.
I think it's
What
I think love is.
What is love? What do you think love is, and what is being in love to you? Matter of fact, before you go, what is being in love to you? How do you know when you're in love?
Well, like I told you, I fall in love in 3 hours.
No.
Like a Haitian nigga. You like a Haitian nigga.
Yo, just met you. I love you. I love you, baby.
I love you. I like the joke.
Let's get married tomorrow, baby. I love you.
Baby, I pick you up from work tomorrow.
Let's call our baby Jean.
Yeah. Jean Baptiste.
Jean Baptiste.
Jean Baptiste. Jean Baptiste. He said it was the best Catholic school in America.
You come to America to learn. You don't come to America to make friends.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh God. My parents told me that all the time. I don't send you to school to make friends. Your friend.
So when do you know when you're in love?
I know when I'm in love when I'm comfortable.
Ooh.
That's it. Comfortability.
What does comfortability mean?
When he's
whatever
comfortable.
for me.
Yeah.
My comfortability might not be your comfortability.
Mine-
That's like when I'm comfortable, like when I'm
Content.
when I'm content. I'm good with me and you. I could bring you around the gang. You know what I mean?
Well,
little things like that, like comfortable. As long as you make me comfortable.
When I don't want to talk to no other females, that's when I think I'm in a relationship.
That's when you think you're
Yo, so have you thought you was in a relationship, but maybe your partner didn't think they was in a relationship then?
I mean, it's happened a couple times. You know what I'm saying? But like,
We go together, bitch.
Yeah, we go together.
Yeah,
When? Since when?
Nah, but that's
When did we start going together?
Think about it though, like, alright, so if somebody's like, I don't know, bro. The dating game is so many different rules now to the game now, bro. I have females tell me, like, alright, you text, you're married, right? So you text your wife, or when you was talking to her, you text her or talk to her every day, right?
Yeah,
Like,
pretty
basically
much.
for the most part, like, you know what I'm
for the
saying?
most part.
I had women tell me that that's smothering them, you know what I'm saying? Like texting them and stuff like that. Yo, you texting me, you're smothering. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a difficult game out here, bro. You know, that's what I'm trying to say. So like, you don't know if you should. Some niggas told me, yo, if you fucking chick, don't even hit her up no more. You know what I'm saying? But isn't that ghosting? It's so much rules to this shit, bro. That it's like it's difficult. Like if you don't really have somebody that you've been dealing with, like or build something with. That's actually
a very good navigate how to navigate like
Yeah, like,
Cause
when do you call? When do you text? When, like, you know what I'm saying? When do we do it?
Different women have different
different
yes, different songs.
It's
They'll be like, yo, a
different.
week. You'll be like, and if you text in a week, they'll be like, yo, you haven't texted me in that long. Or another woman will be like, yo, you texted me back already? Like in a week? Like I usually wait a month.
Oh wait, he fucked me yesterday. He texted me this morning. He's thirsty.
Yeah, like
Like
Well, damn, that doesn't even make sense.
What was your original question again?
What is love? Yeah.
what is love? And what you
Can you answer this question for me? Because I want to know.
What is love
You
to
know
you?
what's funny? The person asked me that question, and I had the hardest time answering them.
What is it for you though?
So how long it take
You
to
still
answer?
don't know.
She asked me a month ago.
For real? You still ain't answer?
I still have an answer. I don't know. Love is weird because I know I can express love to the people that I care about very easily, as far as my friendships. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like,
But as far as in relationships and whatnot,
Is it a PTSD thing?
no,
or-
no. Like I love people, but
You have love.
No,
You're one of those like I have love. For you.
I love people, but in love.
Wow.
What?
Wow, Rich.
Hold on, no.
Yo, shit,
Go ahead.
I'm not saying I've never been in love.
I know you're not saying
I'm not
that,
saying I've never been in love.
but I don't.
It's hard to describe it.
It's hard to. Okay.
It's hard to describe it.
it's alright, man. It's alright.
No, that part.
We all gonna find love one day, brother. You understand what I'm saying? Don't. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Because I know.
I've been in love.
Like I said, I know you personally.
I mean, real love.
But
that
see,
Mary J.
I'm gonna say
Blige
something.
love.
You are a guy who I feel like wants love. So I feel like it's crazy that you're telling me now that you can't explain.
Hold on, I'm about to tell you why.
What it is.
Because of the fact that I feel like I can't explain what love is or what being in love is, because I feel like a lot of my past relationships where I felt like I was in love,
You never
it was
in
my
love.
codependency.
Yeah, he said that before.
Where I was going above and beyond because I felt like I had to do this to make the relationship work. Not necessarily, and is that me being in love where I'm just doing it because I want to, or is it because I'm like, damn, if I don't do this, we won't be together?
So you feel like
That's
you've never been in love.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not. I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't
You
know.
don't know.
I don't know. Like,
Okay,
you know what I
okay,
mean? Like,
okay.
like even the way I have sex when I'm in a relationship, like,
Because John Marley's agreeing with you, by the way.
it's
He
been
said it's hard
yeah,
to describe love because it changes or
it can
yeah.
change.
Because even the way
Love
like
changes.
Mhm.
Love changes.
you know what I mean? Like,
Also,
have you guys ever made love?
Love has already been made. You can't make it.
wait, what?
You
Wait,
just
what?
continue love.
Okay,
I'm
Wait,
just saying.
what happened?
Yes, I made love.
you made love.
You can't make love. All right.
You made love and it didn't turn to fucking in the middle of it.
Wait, we
I
talking
mean,
about
there was-
passionate
there's
sex?
a- there's-
He said you talking about passionate sex.
No,
You can't be talking about making love. You talking about passionate
I'm talking
sex?
about
I'm not talking about
There's
passionate
a part
sex.
of making love where it starts to get a little rough.
I'm trying to understand.
If that's what you're asking.
I don't think I've ever made like
You made passionate love. before.
Yeah.
Rich, what are you grunting all in her ear and shit.
But is that just you? Like passionate is not the same thing as
I'm fucking with you.
like you know how people say you get soul ties from sex. I've never felt that way.
So you don't feel energy?
I've never felt
never
not
felt
from
the
no,
energy
not from
change?
sex, not from sex. That's why I said I've been in love because I felt emotionally connected to people in other ways. I feel like I feel more connected to people through friendship than through sex. At least me.
Wait,
Okay,
we
no,
talking about
right.
girls you deal
At
with?
least me.
Talking about girls you mess with?
Girls I mess with, girls I'm with. I feel more emotionally connected to you through our conversations and
Then the sex.
than the sex. The sex don't make me connected to you.
Okay, so
Right.
you like someone who can keep a conversation, type of like, you know, like
Yeah, but
deeper than sex.
what I'm trying to say is that because
But
of
you
that,
love that.
because of that, I don't feel like I've ever made love to a person.
Okay, that's what we were talking
That's why
about.
I asked.
Okay.
Do you feel like you've ever made love to somebody?
No. You can't make love. It's already been made.
I don't even know what that means. What does that mean? What is he saying?
Why are you even listening to this?
What is he saying? What is he saying?
No, I don't believe in people making. You'll say that, of course, but you're just consummating your attraction and your passion for that other person. That's why when he said making love, are we talking about passionately having sex? Yes, that's making love. So you're passionately having sex. You're enjoying the person that you're with.
Time out. Because I thought definition. I thought the definition of making love is obviously, I thought it was passion, but I thought making love is like when you're gonna try to create a baby or something.
No, it doesn't have to be that. It could be like.
It doesn't have to be that.
All right. Like for example, a lot like.
So quick question.
Like looking deep into their eyes the whole time.
Whole time.
Like that's what making. If you turn around, of course you can't look at your eyes.
That shit makes sense as far as it being making love.
If you're having missionary sex.
No, it's not just that. And that's why. Matter of fact, even better. I can't really describe it because I don't feel like I've ever done it. How about that?
You don't feel like you've ever had?
I don't think I've ever
made love.
I've had passionate sex where the sex gets lit and it's like y'all breathing heavy and it's like
what's that?
That's passionate. But I've done that with girls that are not even my girlfriend.
You don't only make love with your girlfriends though.
I got it. I think I know the
You don't only have to make love.
I can make love to a girl that I chill with every 2 o'clock in the morning. I can make love to her, Black.
Passionate.
I don't even know. I don't know what the fuck she did for the
one girl at 2 o'clock in the morning you having passionate sex with.
Nigga, I've definitely had some hot sex.
Listen,
with fuck buddies.
Sex at 2 o'clock in the morning.
What all right, so you're right. What is hold on? What's passionate to you? What is passionate?
Have you ever had sex with a woman, and then after you was done, you didn't want her to leave?
Only a girlfriend.
So you made love then.
Thoughts of a plus side cutie said,
bro.
can you make love? Can you make love without being in love?
Because usually when
you make love without being in love?
That's my thing.
I was watching a show with time with you, Peggins. I think Peggins was on here. Oh, yeah, was on here. Y'all was talking about like booty calls and y'all don't answer the call for them. Like, you know, when it's the time, that's when you answer them. Like 1 o'clock in the morning, stuff like that. Nigga, as soon as you done with her, you want out, right? Like you that's what y'all was saying. That's what y'all was saying.
Okay, perfect. I have messed with girls like usually if somebody's my fuck buddy and they're my fuck buddy for a while, most likely I have a friendship with them. I can have sex with them and it's not making love and they can hang out after. Yeah, okay. So that trumps what you're saying right now. True. You know what I'm saying?
But there's levels.
Yeah, there's levels. But I'm just saying that trumps what he's saying because he's saying if you let them chill that means you made love. No, it's not true.
Not that you made love, but that you obviously have some type of feel. You fuck
with them. Yeah, I fuck with them, but that's what I'm trying to say. That's why I'm saying. Matter of fact,
that's why I don't say I don't believe in saying that I'm making love or that that's not what you are providing what your partner requires from you just as much as you are being provided what you require from your partner. I need to be sexually satisfied from my wife. I need my wife to be sexually satisfied from me. We are continuing that for eternity, but we're not making love. We have decided we are in love. We love each other. We're continuing to show each other our appreciation and our love for each other. But we're not making love. Okay. All right? It's already there. The love is already there. So now you're just continuing that love. That's all it is. And that's continuing. That's all I'm saying.
Jerry the mad scientist.
Listen, Jerry's married one.
Because and that's why I was making the joke about that at first. It's already been made.
I get it now.
Love is already there, guys. What all you're doing is making sure that you are providing for that person what they need and what you need, because you both need to be inside of each other to have that emotional and physical connection.
So can you have that with somebody who's not your wife or your girlfriend?
Yes. You can absolutely. You can absolutely do that with someone who is not your girl. The girlfriend and the wife. We already spoke about on the show.
He doesn't want to call it making love, but you can still have that passion with somebody who is not your girlfriend.
Absolutely,
okay. You can still do that. It can
I agreed with that passion part. I don't know. Matter of fact, he's not 30.
If you're right, if you
what he said?
He said he's not 30.
Yeah.
It's alright, man. Listen.
We've already talked about on the show how those things are just titles anyway, right?
What,
marriage is just a contract that's been placed on us by, a girlfriend, boyfriend is just a title that we put on. So why are we putting that on the fact of on the world of making love or being in love?
I got a question.
Go ahead.
He don't stutter just as much as me, Chris.
Yo, Rich is on that for the rest of the show. He is paying attention to every time.
Hold on.
Yo,
I have a question.
Because you said, Rich stutters more than Black though.
I didn't think I stuttered though.
but you do though.
No, it's only when I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
When do I stutter?
Actually, it was quiet and you just started stuttering.
When I was trying to say
Blessed
something.
Mel says, I
You
believe.
stutter when you're trying to talk.
Blessed Mel says, I believe you can make love to someone that you don't even want to be in a relationship with.
That's my point.
That's what we were trying to say.
What she said?
Blessed Mel said, I believe you can make love to someone that you don't even want to be in a relationship with.
Love then? How is it love?
I feel like that's true. I feel like that's true for men and not true for women.
It's passionate. It's that passion, bro. That's what I was getting.
Bad Gal Ben said, it's a safe place, Rich. You can speak.
Yeah,
this is keep in mind podcast. This is a safe place. You know what I mean? You at home as well. This is a safe place. This is a safe place. You gotta say.
Hold on, Chris got modest and my stutter got more swag than you. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Hey, hold on. And to go back to giving niggas compliments. If I said that wouldn't be gay?
Yo, because Don Molly just right. Hey yo, no homo.
Yeah. Hold on. By the way, Chris, you were the set tripper.
Why is he a set tripper?
Because that's my friend.
So what?
And
you can be honest.
Listen. Get out of here, man. All right. Anyway, we gotta get to our classic. Jerry, you want to start off with yours?
Yes.
What's the classics?
The Kim classics. This is pretty much how we wrap it up. I'm gonna ask you a question. You're gonna have to give me an answer. All right. You gotta have to choose one and explain why. All right. Would you rather be single and lonely, or married and miserable?
Oh, I'm prepared for this one.
You're prepared. All right. I'm glad people are prepared.
Hey, I remember that.
They're prepared for these. Go ahead.
I'd rather be single and lonely because I could do bad by myself, and because I don't want to be having a nagging other, person next to me while I'm doing, if I'm doing bad, she's just reminding me all the time, like, yo, you doing bad, put pressure on me. I don't need all that bullshit. So I could just do bad by myself, and
single and lonely.
Single and lonely. Because you're never really lonely when you're single. The world is yours.
I said single and lonely. Everyone says to me, you're never really lonely when you're single. You are either single and lonely, or you are married and miserable. And you can't say, oh, I'm single and lonely, but I'm not really lonely, y'all. All
right, so single and lonely.
Because
like being married and depressed, what's the point?
What's
the point?
All right.
But my thing is, in what world are we actually lonely?
Never.
Yeah.
Yo, is that go to the grocery store? They close that.
Yo,
I'm gonna chill here till
it's crazy. It's crazy.
I got my glasses, my nigga. It's all yo.
You didn't know it.
Nigga got glasses, yo. I'm like, yo, episode you had with Peggins, and it is right there.
He's been there for like an hour.
Bro, I was looking like
it's crazy.
He looked familiar.
I think, Rich, personally, I think it's crazy that you even asked this question because we live in a world where more than half of the fucking population are depressed because of how lonely they are. Even in relationships, they're lonely as shit. Suicide rates are up. Why? Because people feel fucking lonely. I don't even understand that. We live in a society where a lot of people feel lonely, Rich, in a relationship, in a marriage with kids. They feel lonely. So yes, we do live in a place where you are surrounded by people. And yes, Peggins, you can walk down the block and make a connection. But people are inside lonely. They are fucking lonely.
What's the point of your question then? Because if you're saying married and
miserable
and single and lonely,
or single and lonely,
so what's the point of that question then? Because if you're saying it in the sense of being single, like by yourself, and happiness, or finding happiness through people, or you're just saying that because you're by yourself, you're not. Or is it like a mental thing? You can't feel like you're with somebody because you could be married and with someone. I'm trying to figure out which way are you leaning towards when you ask that question? Because
the reason why I asked that question is just for that right there. Is for you to really think about what single and lonely means to you, and what being married and miserable means.
That's your question. When you say lonely,
that's all.
Does that mean that you're never gonna get no other girls ever again?
I'm not saying any of that. I'm not saying any of that. I don't say any of that. But I do want you to think about the fact that you can be single and lonely and still fucking women and having fun and partying every day, but you are lonely. Okay. You have the feeling of being lonely inside, or you could be married and it doesn't have to be your partner that is making you miserable. I've said that before, but you are miserable and you are married. It's just two facts that exist with each other. That's all.
I feel like that question is flawed though.
So now when you say that, hold on. Say it like that.
Hold on. This is the first time.
It's
being debated.
It's being debated.
I'm happy I was able to bring it.
Now when I said it like that,
when you say it like that, Jerry,
how is it flawed?
Like
I want you to talk about it. How do you feel like it's flawed?
Because if my marriage is not the reason that I'm miserable,
what is making me?
They don't even correlate anymore.
It wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter.
It's the same thing like I said to you about being single and I'll be having the feeling of being lonely. A lot of times when people are lonely, it's not because they're alone. They might be surrounded by loved ones, but they still feel lonely. I get it, but you can still be married.
Is that a psychological thing though?
But wait, it might be. It might be.
Matter of fact, we'll talk about this.
It might be, and I'm actually glad that we got into it a little bit more because a lot of people do say single and lonely, but I get lit. You know,
the tiny AP or the tin yap. Whichever way you want to go with it.
The 10 yap.
I'm gonna go with the tiny.
I'm gonna go with the tiny AP. You said the 10 yap.
Hey, I read both.
Yeah.
She said, but you can be married and lonely.
But that's not what I asked. You can be.
But what if your misery is that you feel lonely in the marriage? That's why I feel like the question is flawed.
That's what I'm saying.
The question is flawed.
That's because
if you're married and miserable,
it's too broad.
I feel like if you're married and miserable, that means like you're miserable with your wife.
Right?
But,
Yeah.
But you said,
I mean, you could definitely.
But because
they have to. If you're using you're married and miserable, they have to correlate. The marriage has to be the reason. It's like my wife is amazing. I'm just miserable over here. I would just stay married and fix this misery.
Let me ask you this question: you've never met a person who you felt like they've had everything, but they still are a miserable person?
Yeah, half of Hollywood. But
thank you.
Thank you. But because of their marriage,
we don't know, Rich.
No, but
that's the thing. We don't know. Do you know it's because of their marriage?
That was a good question.
All right. Anyway,
it's tiny AP. She said.
Tiny AP.
I just want to.
All right, cool. That was a good question, Jerry. Because we're gonna work on that question.
Yeah,
I mean, it might stay the same after Jerry really explains it, but we're gonna
Because now Molly said you can be married and have a fulfilling marriage, but you might be miserable because you haven't fulfilled your. Y'all not even listening. I'm gonna read this.
Wow, that was that.
Kushdown Molly, I got you. Kushdown Molly, I got you, my brother. You can be married and have a fulfilling marriage, but you might be miserable because you haven't fulfilled your own purpose in life. I mean, it's big talk.
No, time out.
It's big talk.
Time out.
It's big talk.
What did he say about the purpose of life?
He said you can be married and have a fulfilling marriage. So that means your marriage is fulfilling.
Okay.
But you might be miserable because you haven't fulfilled your own purpose in life.
But
so what does that mean?
But this is the thing.
So that's why you're miserable.
But we're not correlating it to the
Yeah,
marriage.
Don't.
That question, I always felt like we was correlating it to single and marriage.
Everybody takes it that way. Everybody.
What you're
I
saying
get that.
is you're talking about your life.
It tells me a lot that everybody takes it that way.
By the way,
that's what I'm saying.
By the way, if you got
me a lot. You take it that way.
If you got HBO Max, make sure you watch Last of Us tonight.
Please.
Boom.
Y'all tell me what the hype
Please.
is. Listen.
Oh, no, that show was.
If you didn't play the video game,
I didn't even play the video game, and that show was fire.
Right now, I'm on Far Cry 5. I'm a little behind in the video.
you still play Far Cry. Far Cry is the same game every year.
I mean, they got the cult. It's the cult one.
Yeah, but it's the same game every year.
Listen, I'm still.
We're not about to get into this. Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You still play that?
Jay Carter said, which means you could be miserable and single too. And that is very true.
Yeah, facts,
but
bro.
that's not the question that Jay of Keep My Podcast asked, right?
I mean,
That's what I'm
You
saying.
single, right?
Huh?
You single?
No, I'm not.
You're not? But when you was single, when y'all was single, right? You could feel lonely if you're single too. Like, damn.
All the time, yeah.
Like, damn.
That's the main thing. That's the main component.
He's saying that's not his question though.
That's not.
But like I said, we're gonna have a meeting.
I got a
We'll have a meeting. We're gonna talk about that question.
This will be the first time we have a meeting for a Kim question. By the way, I'm gonna let you know.
It's not just for that. I'm saying when we have a meeting.
I'm like we've never had a meeting for a Kim question.
Shout out to my brother Kush Don Marley, just because he's a Marley. And say I look like Bob.
He said he got
a fatty roll. I'm ready for after the podcast too, baby.
But that's my. Go ahead.
All right.
You have. What's your question?
What's up?
What is your most toxic trait?
Oh, my most toxic trait. I did not prepare for this one.
Not true.
That jersey.
Not true.
Oh shit!
So Becky said the jersey?
God,
no.
they are not feeling it.
He didn't do that. Who said, that was you? Don't do that.
Before we move on, before you answer that question, I had a question that I wanted to ask.
Y'all can hate on the Knicks.
Never hate on the Knicks.
Never hate on the Knicks, man.
All right, check it out. Heady4_ said, your wife or husband could be a great person, but you're miserable because you did not really understand marriage.
Wow.
That's fire.
Wow.
So you're miserable in the marriage.
Yep.
Because you did not understand what it entails to be in a marriage. And it could be a great person.
Listen, I love my critical thinkers because y'all doing exactly what I wanted y'all to do, which is the debate and the talk around the question. That's why I wanted to do it. That was the point of it.
But again,
that was definitely the point of it.
But again, even with that, it still goes back to the marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're miserable within yourself in the marriage, but it's still the marriage that's making you miserable because you didn't understand
marriage.
You didn't understand marriage.
So then why is it that
was fire, Black?
That was big time.
That's true.
So why is it that everyone's switching it up for single and lonely? Why is it they're saying I'm single, but I could get lit? So I don't have to be lonely.
Because the single part. The single part means you're not bound.
Right.
You're still lonely.
You're still lonely.
We said that part. We said you can fuck 1,000 girls and still be lonely.
Right.
But it's better than being miserable.
You're married.
I never asked which one is better.
No.
I always ask which one you choose.
Choosing one is choosing the better option, Jerry. I'm not gonna choose the bad option. So you're actually
I never asked which one is better.
That's the same. It's the same question. Which is better?
It's not the same
question. So Jerry, if I say to you, choose one, Pepsi or Cola, you're gonna choose the one you don't like. You're gonna choose the one that's better, right?
No, I'm gonna choose the one that I like more. I like the best, right? Right. I'm gonna choose the one I like the best. But what I'm saying is. But that doesn't mean that you're going to choose. That doesn't mean that you're going to choose the same thing is what I'm saying. So you're going to give me a different answer.
You good.
Oh no, y'all not. YouTube is black.
YouTube is black now?
It's
fine.
It's back. Oh shit. Yeah, it's back.
Go ahead. But it's not going to be the same.
What?
He literally. I did say yes. I said that. Okay, I'm gonna choose the best one, but that's gonna change for every different person.
My bad, y'all.
There have been two people. There have been two guests on here that said married and miserable.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? They have said I would rather be married and miserable
because they want a partner.
Thank you. That's all. Like I don't get it. Why you're making it seem like single and lonely is the only choice that you should be making. That's what I'm saying. All right, but let's keep going. Let's keep going.
But wait.
Your most toxic trait.
I don't want to even ask that.
He never got to say.
I want to add a new classic.
But he never got to.
I'll do both. Listen, you mean like dating wise, or just like me personally?
You personally as a person, or you can do in a relationship. You can do both.
I guess I'll do me. Procrastination. I always put everything off till the next day. And then it becomes 3 days, and then it becomes 4 days. So I would say like that's toxic, and you miss opportunities like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm actually working on a YouTube's cool, doing all that and stuff. But like the podcast, but I want to do a history, like I'm doing like a Black History YouTube channel.
Oh,
trying to build a whole different demographic. So like
you about to be an emo type nigga?
Nah. I'm not about to be like Young Pharaoh with them. Nah.
Like, with the RGB flag behind you, like listen.
Nah. Not the CD.
Hotep. I think emo tap. Hotep.
Yeah. No, it's more of like it's more like, I know it's Black History Month, no pun intended, but it's more of like lost or forgotten history, or history they don't want you to know. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you an example, like just real quick. Like I'm Haitian, right? So when Haiti had the revolution, when the second president, Adams, was the president, he used to support the Haitian Revolution and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Sending weapons, sending support and shit like that.
Oh, really?
And then when Thomas Jefferson became president, he built the Louisiana Purchase, and since he was a slaveholder, he, you know, ended that shit, helping the Haitians during the revolution. A lot of people don't know the revolution was like I think 10 or 12 years or something like that. But there's like stuff like that. It's not gonna be like me sitting in front of the computer like, yeah, go to the Capitol and protest and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like lost history and history that you don't get taught in school and stuff. So
y'all go look for that.
And the reason I said procrastination because some professors I reached out to in an email have answered me, like who've done like C-SPAN real shit. Like I just haven't answered them back. You know what I'm saying? So procrastination would be like my biggest one. I guess toxic.
I know what you laugh at.
In a relationship, I guess in a relationship, my biggest I wouldn't say jealousy. I don't say jealousy. I'll say I guess assuming. Sometimes I assume too much.
You know what they say when you assume.
You make an ass of yourself.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever assumed and was right?
Yeah. Yes.
How often does that happen?
Probably like 2 or 3 times. Not often.
It's like 50-50 for me.
50-50?
I'll tell you when it happened. I was dating, just like right after we got out of high school. So like I got out of high school like 07. So like it's like 09, 2010. I was dating somebody who was working at Joe's Crab Shack. But I used to work in like catering halls and restaurants during that time too. So I knew the vibes in there. Like you know they call it the wife husband, the wife boyfriend, all that
work
shit.
Work wife.
I had plenty of talks on this show about that.
Like yeah. So basically I had a shorty living with me at the time, and you know she kept on coming home late, and eventually she said, oh yeah, I'm going to the bar with my coworkers, but she ended up she was fucking with like her coworkers. You know what I'm saying? And she told me, like, you know, we ended up one night, the next morning, she told, like, we, you know, chilled the night, whatever. The next morning, she's like, oh, yeah, I just wanted to tell you, I didn't want you to hear this from nobody else. Like, last night I got drunk and I fucked my coworker.
She told you this?
Yeah, but she till this day, she doesn't understand. She thinks she did a good deed.
She did.
Till this day, she
did.
She said, I told you, so I told you. I'm like,
wait,
like,
tell me.
Black is having a conniption. Black is.
Black, what happened, Black?
This is killing me.
Wait, she came home to you after the...
After, so she went to work.
What would have upset me with the whole I got drunk?
Yeah,
I got drunk.
Just say, you mean you fucked the nigga?
What I want to know is how long did she stay afterwards? That's what I want to know.
She was kicked out after, bro.
What's after? You didn't answer the
question. What did she tell you that and then needed to take a nap after?
The same day.
Oh man,
she was living with me. She was living with me. Like I'm not saying like bro, I ain't gonna front. I was still living like renting and stuff.
Black is still recovering from. He's still recovering.
From her telling me.
What did she tell you that? And then it was like, yo, I'm mad tired. I need to take a nap.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, no, nigga.
You gotta take a nap.
Why is this funny to you?
Why is that funny?
Not only can she get a glass of water,
that's fucking crazy.
Nigga, she gotta get the fuck out of here.
You can't get a glass of.
You know what I found out? I found out that you're simping if you check your shorty's phone. If you ever check your shorty's phone, you're a simp.
I'm not gonna say it's simping.
I check my. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I've never done it, but I've heard that you're a simp if you simply check your shorty's phone.
I'm 35 years old and I went through a girl's phone one time.
Get your heart broken, man.
And
you'll never do it again?
No.
You'll never do it again?
Once. And I'm telling you why, because
that's crazy.
The real shit is that true? When you know you gotta go through the phone, bro,
it's in there.
It's already over.
It's in there, bro.
Your gut feeling. Your gut feeling.
It's in there.
So then are you there? So then
when you go to go look, so when you go to go look, all you're really doing is
confirming it.
It's validation. You already know it's there.
Like you.
Wow. So so do you just automatically start moving different, or
the second you see it.
I see this.
I'm asking. This was a topic on 105.
Let me say, alright, bro. It's the thing. Like Black said, if you have to look at it, you just want to confirm it, bro. A lot of niggas want to go through their girls' phones and get heartbroken, bro. You know why? Because they don't trust their girl. And like,
they like the pain.
This goes back to the point that Rich was saying. Like, you just don't talk to her about her phone or like try to get her phone because you don't want to lose her. You want to keep her. You know what I'm saying? But you know deep down inside, right? bro, chicks tell you all the time they're texting their friends 2-3 o'clock in the morning.
I have never checked
bro.
my shorty's phone ever.
I don't check my shorty's phone either.
I don't
have a shorty, but what's the point, bro?
What's the point? Like, you're hilarious. He said, "I don't even have a shorty, man."
The one time I went to,
That's crazy. I've never done it.
The one time it happened to me. I wasn't even trying to go through her phone. She left her phone at my house.
Oh, it's the worst.
She left her phone at my house and texted me. The way she texted me, the urgency behind it. About
made you.
That didn't. I because I already had the sense. I did not want to hurt myself.
Yeah,
smart
man.
So I didn't go through it. However,
man.
while bringing the phone to her, this nigga hit her up, and I could not do anything. I was compelled now.
Because it was at the time.
Like the nigga hit her up.
Because he knows her free time.
Yeah.
And that's usually her free time.
And she wasn't
because she left the phone. Yes.
She left her phone.
She left her phone.
That's playtime.
That's
playtime.
This is when I can flirt. She from
Splash Gordon said, "Don't go through phones, beloved."
Yeah, don't go quick.
I have never done it. I've never done it. And you know what? And that's the crazy thing, because if there is something that is going down, I would just never. Like, it would just be like, all right, well, that was hidden.
Ignorance is bliss.
Let me ask you a question. Since you said you never checked your girl's phone, so are you the type of person that, I mean, you're married, but let's say you wasn't married, right, and you was dealing with somebody. Hypothetically, I know you're married. Do you not check the phone because you just like?
I've never checked the phone.
No, do you not check it because like I don't want to see what's in there, or you don't check it because you think it's gonna confirm what you might be feeling?
Well, the way I saw it was that I always thought that women always had like options waiting anyway. Yeah, so for me, it was just like I would just never check the phone. It's just right. It's just to go off of what you guys are saying.
Because Don said something. He said it's a bad take.
We out here, man.
He said I used to have a seasonal schedule to check her phone. Now, if you think Kush Don, your girl did not know.
That's she done?
The seasonal schedule, you are sadly fucking mistaken, bro. And if you don't think she knew when you were gonna go through it to delete all of the shit that you you're sadly fucking mistaken.
This man is a man of knowledge,
bro.
Homo.
I promise.
He's right.
Yo, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Jay, what you gotta say?
All right, so the going through the phone shit. Right?
Okay.
Like, and we gotta be honest as men too, right?
Mm-hmm.
You could be in a relationship, right? You love your girl, but as men, we chit chat, we do bullshit. We might, entertain somebody else. We don't mean nothing behind it. So let's say we get caught in our phones for some shit we don't even mean. Why girls don't do the same? You know what I'm saying? What if they entertain a nigga for 2 seconds? It don't mean nothing. That's gonna bother you.
Hold
on. But it's natural.
It's the same as liking a picture. Jay, hold on. If I'm entertaining somebody on my phone, it's not bullshit. I'm trying to fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
I just told you how she's doing at work.
You've been in this basement enough to hear me say it's very rare that I keep female friends that I wasn't attracted to at one point. Granted, it may end up turning into a friendship.
Yeah. Okay.
It may end up turning into a friendship and it stays there. But most likely, if I'm interacting with you, there was an attraction at one point, bro.
100%.
That's a fact.
At least for men who value their time.
That's why I never understand when females say, my male bestie. He's not your male bestie. He's just waiting.
That can be
He's just waiting
because that can really
for you.
Black will disagree.
That can be fucked up.
Black will disagree.
I know.
Black will disagree.
Let me ask you a question. So have you ever fucked a chick that you playing with your bestie?
No.
I did.
If I'm gonna call you, I'm not.
We're keeping it 100.
Let me tell you what I'm gonna do. You can't call me your bestie. They could be like, oh, that's the bro. If you say that's the bro,
even worse.
The bro means that you can fuck.
Yes, the bro means that you can fuck.
That's crazy.
I value.
Call me your brother and I'm fucking you.
I value not my brother. The bro.
Not even
the bro.
D-A.
Yes. B-R-O. D-A-B-R-O.
The bro means you're secretly a hoe.
The bro is gonna get blown.
I value the bestie. So I have only one female friend. That
the tiny AP says the homie.
I don't think it's possible for you to have one female or two female. You know what I'm saying?
You got multiple female friends.
You said no.
Tiny AP said the homie.
The
all that shit. All that shit.
The bro.
Huh? You know me, my homegirl. I used to say my homegirl. My homegirl. What do you like say? Don't call me your homegirl, Richard. Don't call me your homegirl.
Somebody said, oh, Hetty said,
That's his wife.
Yeah. Don't, because she's like she knows the homegirl.
Hold on, ladies, can I ask y'all a question? So do you mind if your man or your husband has mad female friends with mad female besties? Like, do y'all mind?
Shut that down.
Oh, see? One shut down. We got one shut down.
If I know them in the relationship, it's different.
Yeah.
If I don't know them,
That's when they're gonna put the knife in their back.
The way you talk is so funny.
If I know them,
I was thinking like, yo, since when?
Yeah.
The tiny AP says the names
I
you.
gotta know them.
The tiny AP says the names you see are not.
Knife in your back.
Hello, go ahead.
The tiny AP says the names you see are not what you should worry about. It's the codes.
It's the codes. Hey, listen,
It's the codes.
She's not wrong.
So what's up with the? All right, I'm going after.
We went way off
I'm
left.
going after work to go hang out, but my coworker, who's my I guess my husband, my wife.
Work wife.
You and his wife husband.
Yeah, bro. Cause it's happening.
Work wife.
I got PTSD. It's happening. I got PTSD, brother.
Listen. My girlfriend can't tell me she's gonna go hang out with her work.
Yeah, see, exactly.
I'm just going for a work lunch.
You see that man between the hours of your work schedule?
8 hours.
If it's that serious.
Can he be her work husband there?
No.
At work?
Let me know.
Don't say those words to you.
Yeah.
Y'all at work and he
Y'all
does
doing that.
Your work husband. I'm like, the minute you tell me he bought you lunch, my first thing is to be like, you know he likes you, right?
Yes.
She'll be like, oh, he's married, he has kids. I'm like, he's still
cool.
He wants some young kids.
He can have 10 kids.
What if he's mad cool with you?
Bro.
What if he tries to be mad cool with you?
If he tries to be mad cool with me, listen.
He really want to fuck my girl. He trying to be cool with me. He trying to be cool with me. He really want to fuck my girl.
Watch that nigga. Watch that be my people.
He really want.
Bro, I'm 35 years old. Why the fuck you want to be my friend? Where's your friends, my nigga? Where's your friends?
No new friends. I heard your podcast.
Stay with my girlfriend, please.
Yo, I watch your podcast every Sunday, bro. You're so funny, bro.
You're exactly.
Really?
I see you improving every week.
I see you worked on that stuttering, bro. Kudos to you, bro.
The nigga gonna tell him, he said, I like your shirt and that body, man.
I like your body.
Everybody got shots right now.
Yo, your shoulders look good in that sweater, bro. Your shoulders is looking mighty good.
Shoulders, baby.
Listen, and on that note,
Let's not end it there, bro. That was too good. That was too funny.
Follow me I mean, some of the people know me in there.
Oh, see, Ace the Ghost said some dumb shit.
Yeah, if you're a certain level of attractive, you cannot have male friends.
Yeah.
Damn.
So,
that's fucked up,
ugly. Yeah, like what is it? Shorty ugly? She got mad. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead with your husband. I know he really like you for your personality. It's really about your personality.
So you be like, yo, me and the guys are about to go out. All right, have fun.
And nothing else. You go back to people. Yo, you the back, bro. You the back.
You got the back of my head like that.
I know that hurt.
Yo, this is
hear that shit?
Yo, Black, this is just like the pool in Jamaica.
Come on.
Just like the pool in Jamaica. When he tried to save you, and you're like, no.
Yeah.
My nigga, I'm under the water in Jamaica, my nigga.
Me in Jamaica, right?
I feel somebody picking me up.
Yeah.
Out the water. I'm like, what the fuck?
What's going on?
I thought you were drowning, like, nigga. Even if I was, nigga, Wait till it's almost dead.
Yeah.
Wait till it's almost fucking dead, nigga.
Did you hear how retarded that is? Cause I care about my nigga. Cause I care about my nigga.
Nah, this is a true story.
Wait till I'm about to die.
You don't need to scoop him out there. Actually,
Rich, scoop me. Rich, you need to scoop me. I didn't scoop him like that. I grabbed him like this. I grabbed him with the two hands under my arm.
like this.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you a story.
Rich tried to rock him like a baby. He was like, yo,
I did not do that.
Okay, my nigga.
I did not do that.
At the same time, I my manhood, bro.
Go ahead.
So I feel you on that. I'm not mad if you try to save me. Yo, I'm not mad if you try to save me.
Yo, nah, Rich is a good dude.
One time I was at a party in the Hamptons, and my dickhead friends, they
can't swim.
No, I could swim, but I had like a towel wrapped around me. No homo.
Can y'all both pull up so y'all can stop hitting your head?
And then they threw me. I was drinking, it was like a little party. They threw me in the deep end of like the pool they had over there. But like me in the panic of being drunk, having a towel wrapped around me, like I know how to swim. I went to Union though. Shout out to Union though. You know what I'm saying? I know how to swim. But I'm just so panicked, like I'm drunk and shit like that. Nigga, this is why I will never shit on anybody. The person who saved me was no offense, was a gay man, bro. Cause nobody around was noticing that like I was drowning, my nigga. Like, they laughing like. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'll applaud you for jumping in and looking out for your man, because you never know, my nigga. Like,
Black was low key for 2 seconds mad. Black was mad.
I was pissed because of the way he took me out the water. Like, that's what bothered me, bro. He lifted me up, and I'm like, yo. That's what I was mad about. I wasn't mad about him trying to save me.
The moment you arrived in this pool.
Tell me. I want to say something.
Shout out to my wife for taking me to Broadway to go see freaking The Lion King.
The stigma of homosexuality has to end. Hold on. The stigma of homosexuality has to end for males. My nigga just told me, wait till I'm about to drown first. Before you attempt to save me.
Before we take it serious.
Yo, you think black really means that? I mean, if he means it. He means 100%. Nah, save me. He needs to be flailing. I don't care. He needs to be like this.
Nah, I see you, bro. I see you.
I don't care how you do it, Rich. Save me, my nigga. I don't care how you do it. Yeah. I will deal with that shit afterwards. I ain't gonna. But be careful about how you try to catch. No, who the fuck cares? Nigga, you just inviting.
Yeah.
I'm fucking up.
So I just want to question. If I don't go hiking or camping, right? But let's just say you went hiking or camping, right? So you said he's upset. He didn't like the way he scooped him out the water. But let's just say I watch a lot of bear attack videos, like niggas be like camping and stuff. Yeah. So if it's cold and you get, like, let's just say you get cold and like y'all get stranded somewhere.
I'm not laying niggas next to
Yeah, sometimes niggas gotta lay next to each other for the body warmth. No homo. Not naked.
No, if you're wet, no, you're supposed to be naked.
You're not supposed to have clothes on.
Especially if your clothes got like a. If it's me and Rich. Y'all gonna be some dead motherfuckers.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna. Well, great thing. I'm not doing it to no nigga. But if I'm cold and there's a girl next to me, listen, my feet gotta end up underneath you in some way. Like my feet have to be warm.
The reason I brought that up.
Is this the 90th episode? What are we
89.
And I appreciate that because I was born in 89. So.
Oh wow! All right.
So. Y'all niggas talking shit about my Knicks jersey when we go to the
playoffs
this year. When we go to the playoffs this year, remember this episode? And we will win the championship, and the Jets will win the championship next year.
Wow!
Make that a clip, Make that a clip. Clip that.
All right. Shout out to everybody. Go ahead, Jerry.
Yo, shout out to everybody. 89th episode. Next week is our 90th episode.
90.
And hold on, before y'all close up, bro.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say y'all can follow me on YouTube too, Lancy's Corner, Instagram, Lancy's Corner.
Hold on. Oh, go ahead.
And the historical page will be called Historical Highs Media. It's already. I just didn't launch it yet, but that's gonna be the history page. Y'all can see me, all my other stuff. Lancy's Corner.
I ain't gonna lie, I love history, man. I'm gonna definitely check that shit out.
I'm gonna definitely get up on that too and chop. I also want them. Make sure y'all keep them liable to this day. I want them to come through Lancy's Corner for a podcast.
Absolutely, come on.
We
the way, this is a request that's been made. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. But it has been requested that you do 3 Little Birds before we
Yeah, child. Bob Marley.
What's the little? Oh, it's song.
Yeah.
You have to do 4 3 Little.
I don't know that one, but I know what. Redemption song.
Is all I ever had.
Redemption.
Copyright. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Gotta go only
Thank you for having
3
me.
seconds.
And thank you for having me.
I was joking.
No, we appreciate you, man.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for all our critical thinkers as well. Always tuning in, always checking us out. Again, if you haven't done this, I don't know why, but please go to our YouTube, subscribe, make sure you hit that bell so you can get notifications of when we're dropping new videos, y'all. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Please subscribe on YouTube. Love y'all, man.
Now, while I got like 17 of y'all in here, when I put up a post that asks a question, it's not a video.
Answer the fuck, yo. Tell them, no. Be angry. Don't be nice. Curse at them.
No, I won't. I love them.
Show love to your hood and show love, man.
It's not even that. Because it'd be so weird that they'll hit me in my DMs. And
The time, bro. Except on the post, they'll hit you personally, bro.
Stop doing that, bro.
Don't make no sense.
Stop being ashamed of what people are gonna think of your opinion.
Because they're gonna have their own opinions regardless.
Because you putting it in my DM is just letting me know. Or when you send me a video, like for me, could you post this? Why don't you post it? This is what you feel. Stop doing that. It's not cool, man.
Y'all gotta be more comfortable being who y'all are and dealing with whatever. Granted,
I'm not gonna come on the show and say your name.
Yeah, I'm not. It's not even just that. Besides the fact that we're not gonna expose you, just don't say anything that's beyond what you would want to be expressed. But there's plenty of stuff that you can express. Like, what was my question this weekend? Like, can't even remember. Fuck it.
Do you watch Fresh and Fit in the shower?
I was not watching Fresh.
Beckett's got on you for that heavy.
I was watching
the shower, my nigga.
I was watching.
It's all love, bro. It's all love. It's all love.
Get out of here.
Yo, you left them hanging.
It's all love, man.
Now he doesn't play with it. But no, I was not watching Fresh and Fit. I was watching a review of a Fresh and Fit episode.
My man was like, yo.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing. Wildin', bro.
I wasn't there like that. I was there like word.
I watch videos in the shower, but
Listen. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've never jerked off in the shower ever in my life.
Lie.
I swear to no, I've never.
That's a lie.
Yo, my man said that's a lie.
I don't know how you know.
How did we get here?
How did we get here?
Oh yeah, we're done.